Oh, hello everyone. We are live. Horror Hangout.
Hey.
Yes, we are all here. Allie and Austin should be joining shortly, but we are going to be discussing any and all things horror tonight, so definitely chime in the chats. Let us know what you would like to discuss. I have a lot of stuff that we can jump in and talk about. I just have to pause my stupid thing because it messed up. But all right, so let's just go around here and introduce everyone. So I will start with my boy, Symbiotically Geeky. Eric, what is up?
What's up, Joe? I'm Eric, Symbiotically Geeky, aka Ghostface. I'm really awkward at this, but if you have a problem with that, I'll probably cut you.
Awesome. All right. Next, we have, of course, the infamous, the Johnny Tellez and Morgan.
The infamous. What were we doing? We were just introducing ourselves. Hey,
Yes.
y'all. I'm Johnny. I just do kind of whatever I want. I was realizing that the other day because I was like, I really don't care how many views my videos get because nobody cares about like half the stuff that I do except for the unboxings. And I'm like, I don't care. You're gonna watch me cook a delicious dinner. Yeah, unboxing toys, horror, all that kind of stuff.
And I'm Morgan, and I do nothing but sit here and just stare and make great facial expressions, supposedly.
She's good at the facial expressions, like that one right there. That's us.
Love it. Awesome. Next, we have, who seems to be very busy on her phone, Mander McFlander.
Woo! I'm hungry.
Were you ordering a pizza right now?
No.
Okay.
Talk.
And lastly, for now, Allie and Austin should be joining us very shortly. But lastly, we have, who just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so a big congrats to him, Steve, over at Flipping the Nerd.
What's up, nerds? It's Steve from Flipping the Nerd. That's my intro. That's how I do things. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me. It's awesome.
Absolutely. I'm very excited for everyone to join in on this. I'm hoping to make it a monthly or bi-monthly thing. We will see how things go, but definitely love chatting horror with everyone. And thank you to everyone who is joined in the chats here. We will get to you in a little bit. But first, has anyone... First point, I guess we'll get into here. Has anyone seen Conjuring 2 yet, since that just came out?
Hell yeah!
Today? Okay, Amanda saw it. I think me and Amanda might have been the only two that have seen it. Has anyone else?
I'm going tomorrow, so
You going tomorrow?
I'm excited.
Very nice. So, Amanda, you want to give your quick non-spoiler review?
Yeah, here's my review. Fuck yeah, Conjuring 2! Hell yeah! That's my review.
I liked it. Short and sweet.
Oh yeah.
What would you, did you like it better than the first? Because I hear a lot of people are saying they enjoyed it better than the first one.
I didn't enjoy it more than the first one, but I enjoyed it a lot. Also, on account I drank this entire jug. But no, even if I had done that, it would have been really good.
So that was full of booze earlier?
Yeah, you saw it.
I did. But the rest of the audience didn't, so we gotta go with that.
There was only like 4 other people in my theater.
Oh, yeah? Wow,
Yeah.
When did you go? Did you go early?
Yeah, I went to the 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty early. Most people are just getting out of work and stuff like that at that point.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Because I went to an early showing. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
horror movies around here don't play, so this was a huge deal for me.
Okay. I went to a very early showing, so yeah, there wasn't a lot of people in my theater. But I will say, yes, I did enjoy it. It definitely had some issues. I definitely found some issues with it, but it was not as good as the first one, but it is a movie I would say I would recommend. I did do a long review for
review?
I recorded a long review that I'll put up later on. But I would say it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah.
Not perfect, has its flaws, but a solid horror movie, and definitely one I think is worth a watch. If you enjoyed the first Conjuring, I definitely would say it's worth a watch in theaters. But if you didn't see the first Conjuring, obviously wait on it. But I would definitely suggest watching the first one, obviously.
Everyone see the first one?
Yeah,
I think
I saw the first one last night.
Did everyone like the first one?
I did.
I did too.
I didn't.
You did
I
it?
enjoyed it, but like kind of the thing that I have with James Wan now is I talked about it the other day on something. I don't like the really long, awkward shots.
I don't like how you're
creepy.
really longly, awkwardly leaning on me.
But like where like he like shows something and then the music's really loud, and then he'll just leave it right there staring at it.
I think it's
like,
creepy. I love it.
Too long.
Am I yelling at the camera?
Yeah, but I love it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'll tone it down.
So the majority of us did enjoy the first one. If you did enjoy the first one, I think you will like the second one as well. It was pretty similar, honestly, to the first movie. I wouldn't say like exactly the same, but there were a lot of similarities. But let's get into a different point here. Let's talk about a question. We'll get into a question that we were asked by a. This one was actually came from my wife.
No hard questions.
So this one she wants to know if you were in an apocalyptic war and you had to choose and to fight for you, you either have zombies or vampires. Who would you want?
Zombies.
Let's start with Eric first.
I would have to go with vampires. Yeah, they're limited to nighttime, but they do have the benefit of being able to think. So
Right.
I think that they'd have the upper hand there.
Okay, Johnny and Morgan, what do you guys think?
Vampires. Because one, they're hot as fuck. Two, just like Eric said, and with some zombies, like some of them just walk and some of them run. With vampires, they're fucking fast as shit. Okay, they go everywhere.
You die.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I love
Well, I would say vampires for different reasons.
Vampire because they're hot.
I think it's vampires because there wouldn't really be a fight because zombies only go after living tissue, and vampires aren't alive, so they would kind of just stand there while the vampires picked them off.
Stand there all sexy like Bill Compton, like dang.
Sexy vampires. Love it. All right, Amanda, what do you think?
I don't understand why everyone's picking vampires. Okay,
Okay, Amanda.
give me a better reason.
What's the reason to pick zombies?
Give me a good
Wait,
reason
what
for
good
zombies.
reason is there for zombies then?
For real.
Because you can beat zombies. How can you beat the vampires? Give me a good reason.
They're fighting for you, though.
Yeah.
Aren't you picking who's fighting for you?
Yeah, we're agreeing with vampires.
Thank you, Lilith Morning. Thank you for agreeing with me. Thank you.
All right, Steve, what do you think?
I can beat a zombie. I can't beat a vampire.
I think vampires as well. I mean, zombies
Oh
are
my gosh.
slow. They're like, I mean,
Quit.
they would take forever. But mark my words, if my vampire starts sparkling, I'm gonna kill myself. That is a damn thing.
The vampire you can win against.
Sparkling.
Sparkling vampires.
No sparkling vampires in my army. I guarantee.
Yeah, I would hope not. And I would agree. I would agree with the majority. I would definitely say vampires. Just because, like Eric said, they can think.
They're all dead.
They can think. They're a lot smarter.
Yeah, they're gonna kill you.
I mean, could they turn against you and kill you? I guess, but this was if they were fighting for you in some sort of apocalyptic war between zombies and vampires. Zombies travel better.
Like
in
any
hordes.
vampire movie ever, guys.
But on the other hand, vampires would have a stake in it too. Pun not intended. They would want to keep humans alive because we're their food. They know that they need to keep us around.
Eric, you're sounding very robotic-y. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's just on me or if that's on everyone else's.
That's
But
everyone.
all right, yeah. Maybe if you want to leave for a second and try to come back in.
Fine, I'm leaving.
Hey,
I hate you all.
But
I have the comments up here. We got to say hey to Miss BGG. Hey, Miss
hello.
Hey.
Yeah, it's tough to host and keep track of the comments. So if someone wants to keep track of the comments for me, I would appreciate that. I'm trying to keep
it up on my screen.
We have it
All right,
because
awesome.
we're awesome.
Very awesome. So instead of what do you prefer genre-wise? Do you prefer zombie movies or vampire movies? What do you like better? And what's your favorite zombie and vampire movie? Let's go with Steve, Flipping the Nerd.
I prefer zombie movies because I love stuff like Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead. But the problem is I'm really getting tired of zombie movies because right now we're seeing so much of it.
Mm-hmm.
We had seen so many vampires though right before zombies were getting popular. So maybe it's time to get a good vampire movie coming in. Zombies would be my choice, but I think I want to see a good vampire movie come out now.
Definitely. So what's your favorite zombie movie? Is it Night? I know you're a big Night of the Living Dead.
No, it's probably Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
Romero's Dawn? Okay.
Yeah, I just love it.
Excellent choice for sure. Amanda, if you're not too busy on your phone.
I'm trying to pull up the chat.
What's your favorite? What do you prefer, zombie movies or vampire movies, Amanda? Okay, Johnny and Morgan.
Zombie.
Zombies.
Down
Okay.
with the vampires.
Down with vampires. Okay, what's your favorite zombie movie?
Hold on.
I was just gonna look.
Move on to the next person.
Oh.
Okay, Johnny and Morgan. Zombies or vampires? Which do you prefer, genre-wise?
My answer is very obvious.
Vampires.
Duh. I think my favorite my favorite vampire movie. Sorry, I had 5 margaritas earlier.
No, I love all the drunkenness going on tonight. It's awesome. It's my favorite.
My favorite vampire movies would have to be all the Underworld, just because that's what I like. Kind of.
Okay.
All of them came out like around my birthday, so I have and it's awesome. And
Yeah.
and she's hot.
Kate Beckinsale, yes.
Wait, I didn't finish.
Oh, you paused for a really long time.
So, my favorite zombie movie is I don't have one because zombies are dumb. Just kidding. I just haven't seen a lot. The only really zombie movies I've seen are 28 Days Later?
Yep.
That one.
Oh, that's
And-
such a good movie.
That's a good one, yeah.
It was okay. I think that's it.
I think so.
No! Wait,
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the
That's
Dead?
a good one.
Shaun of the Dead. That is a good one.
That's a good one.
I prefer zombie movies because I think there's more of them that I enjoy. I love vampire movies, but there's
I
it's
can't
like
honestly
if you
think of a
like
vampire
really good
movie.
there's just there's not a whole ton of them that come to mind like the really good ones. Dracula, Lost Boys, like everybody's saying.
I don't know why I forgot that. That's my
Yeah,
answer.
I was gonna say the Lost Boys. The Lost Boys.
Yeah, that's my
Great
favorite.
movie.
AC thumbs down, man. The Lost Boys.
It's like the worst movie ever. Next
What?
to like,
Oh my god.
Out of here.
Yeah, you're fired. for
Yeah,
all
you're
reasons
fired,
on your-
Amanda.
But
ooh,
my
Amanda.
favorite zombie movie would be Day of the Dead, bar none. Just
Yeah.
the best.
I still haven't seen it.
Yay.
The
That's
Hunger
an
with
excellent-
David Bowie. Heck yeah. I agree.
That is a good one. That's an underrated one. Not a lot of people talk about that. That is a good one.
hmm David Bowie, dang y'all, I'd climb him like a tree.
yeah.
Eric, you might have missed the question, but zombies.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? You heard it? Okay.
I have to go with vampires just because vampires were the first ones that I started watching. You got Bram Stoker's Dracula. You got Lost Boys.
I don't know.
Alrighty. And yeah, if I would, I guess if I were to choose, there are definitely more zombie movies out there. But I do like vampires too. It's a tough choice, but I guess I would say I like zombie movies better just because there's more that I actually liked. Obviously Romero's Dead trilogy comes to mind, but there's some great vampire movies. Interview with a Vampire comes to mind, and Lost Boys, obviously two absolute classics, I think.
And the Twilight Saga.
Girl Walks Home.
Oh yeah.
I actually have not seen that one yet. That is one I have to check out. I've heard mixed things about that one. I know you enjoyed it, Johnny. I've heard
mixed things about your face.
Me too. It
Ouch.
is pretty righteous.
Like good mixed things. Don't take it bad.
No, of course not.
You know what, Joe? I don't mean to get off subject, but your goatee, man, it's pretty righteous.
Thank you.
I like it.
I like it too.
Think about mine, Morgan.
That's good. Amanda, you have the most righteous of all facial hair. It is the most gray.
I try.
Hell yeah. How's everyone holding up in the chat?
I don't know.
We hear Pixie Willows.
Hello.
That Near Dark is great, which is correct.
Oh.
Yes.
Some good love for Underworld. Zombies. Alita Fairy says, what about Salem's Lot? I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Salem's Lot is a great one, yeah.
That is a creepy vampire, for sure.
Everybody that's agreeing with me, thank you. At least I get some love.
And nobody is saying Twilight, BGG, don't worry.
You know what? To be honest, Twilight is the best. I'm kidding.
The only good thing about Twilight is that they killed the Dakota Fanning.
I've ever seen, ever.
Definitely. All right, so let's jump into another question that we got, and if anyone
talk about Twilight.
if you'd like to discuss Twilight, no.
Talk about Twilight.
But yeah, if anyone has questions in the chat, obviously feel free to chime in. But I'll just keep going down. I'll keep going down the list here.
What should I order from Buffalo Wild Wings?
What should you order from Buffalo Wild? They deliver around you?
Smoke 5.
Asian Zing.
Smoke 5.
Asian Zing.
Just go plain. They're super crispy and plenty of tastiness.
Just go all Asian Zing because you can get a fire in your mouth and it's delightful.
No, but then you can also get your sauce on the side so it's less messy and you decide how much sauce you want and still super crispy.
Eat Asian Zing, just beware because when it comes out the other end, that's another zing you're going to get.
I don't want that zing.
We don't eat Buffalo nearly as much as it sounds.
I want that zing all the time.
I like all of it. That all sounds delicious. But actually, someone just mentioned Warm Bodies. That is one movie I did not see. It did not
it was actually not that bad.
It didn't seem like a movie that was for me. So
I didn't buy it. That's how I determine if a movie's good or not. I didn't buy it, but it wasn't terrible.
Did anyone else see it? Johnny Morgan or Steve?
Yes,
Steve?
Yeah, I saw it. I was super excited because it takes place in my hometown. So to see my hometown in a zombie apocalypse was just so friggin' awesome.
That is pretty cool. That's definitely cool.
Outside of that, I thought the movie, you know what? I didn't want to see it because it looked like kind of one of those romance zombie films, but it was honestly pretty good. I thought it was a decent film and a different take on the zombie genre. So I'd recommend at least watching it, especially if you get on like Netflix or something.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure if it's on Netflix, but Eric, we keep losing Eric. He keeps dropping out. Hopefully he can get that settled in. But
get your shit together.
All right, let's go to another question, I guess, here. This one comes from Eric, from Eric's World, of course. You guys might know him. I'm not sure if he's in the chat or not, but he asked, are mummies zombies?
No.
Yes.
Okay, we have some differing opinions here. Let's go to Amanda first, since she was the first one to yell.
I'm not ready. I'm still trying to decide what I want.
Okay, let's go to Steve then from Flip.
That's a tough one. I guess yes, because zombie to me is living dead, which means someone who died and came back. So I would say yes. I think they are zombies.
Okay, I'm ready for my opinion.
All right, let's hear it, Amanda.
Zombies have, or what's the mummies? They have curses on them. Zombies don't.
That's interesting. It's an interesting
Actually,
thing. Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa!
Let's hear it, Johnny.
zombies originated from like that whole Haitian black magic voodoo, where they could, curse the dead to come back to life.
Yep.
Really, just like placing curses on living people that they tricked to think and they were dead. But that's what zombies originated from. It was those people that they were under the curse, under spells of voodoo. So I think that mummies are absolutely tied into that.
Mummies.
And the mummies are people who were once alive brought back to life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, are you okay now? You think you're okay?
I think so. Can anybody hear me?
You do. You sound way better. You sound way better.
I switched my settings, so.
All right, awesome.
I figured it out.
I don't know if you heard the question, but I'll just repeat it to you. Are mummies zombies?
My mummy's not a zombie. I talked to her earlier.
Well, the other mummy.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Hell yeah, son.
Besides what Johnny just said that I didn't catch all of, but aren't mummies brought back through magical means, and zombies are brought back through shit means, or whatever?
Yes.
No, well, there's two different types of zombies, and the original zombie, I'm not going to do it all again because everybody else did hear it, but it all is about curses and voodoo and witchcraft.
I put a spell on you.
No.
Mm.
And now you're dead.
Sing it. My take, that's actually a real, when I first thought about it, I thought, yeah, mummies are definitely like zombies, but now that you guys are, we're talking about it a little bit, I think it's kind of a gray area. It's a tough one, but I would say that they're a classification of a zombie, but it's definitely a gray area, and one that is a pretty interesting conversation, and I think you could really delve deep into if you wanted to really get into this. You could probably do a whole show on it, but I didn't do enough research. But I would say, gun to my head, I would say they're a type of zombie because they are dead and they came back to life type deal. So that's my 2 cents on the matter.
So are vampire zombies?
No.
I think it would be.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, technically.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, are zombies technically? I mean, are vampires technically? Do they ever really die though? Like they get bit.
They got bit too.
They got bit, blood transfusion, just like zombies, and now they feed on the living.
Yeah, could you give me a...
But don't you like officially have to die?
What's the next present?
Don't you officially have to die to become a zombie? Whereas like a vampire, you don't technically die. You just kind of transition into a vampire.
Oh, it's like Parmesan garlic.
Not that. I thought the part of their transition to a vampire was that they actually did die, though.
What?
They no longer have it. Right?
I think it depends on the movie you watch. Like some movies I've watched, they don't die; they just like transition, Like I just watched Once Bitten the other day, and he doesn't die technically. You just transition into becoming a vampire. Whereas like a zombie, you have to like die, and then once you die, you become a zombie.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't listening to anything that anyone said. We're still talking about vampires and zombies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about it. A vampire actually has intentions. A vampire has a brain. Does a zombie have a brain? Do they know what they're doing other than chasing brains? No.
Well, it depends. Like certain movies have
Name a zombie movie.
Certain movies have said that zombies can think.
Which movie?
Day of the Dead. Bob.
Whatever.
So I mean, it depends. I mean, it's a mythos, and you can kind of make your own. You can make your own rules, I guess, to a certain extent. But from what we've seen, mainly zombies are mindless. You occasionally will have a thinking zombie, but for the most part, I would say they're mindless, Manda.
Yeah, me too.
I like this in the comments. Miss Fairy said that hubby is spazzing about the mummy zombie thing because he took Western civilization.
Okay.
So I asked, what does the hubby say? And she just says, you guys are misinformed about mummies. And that was
Because Western civilization put me to sleep. Maybe that's why I'm wrong.
Oh, he has one of his
Hubby.
things going on over there. But I think it's kind of like even between, like you're saying, between movie to movie. Is a talking zombie the same as a non-talking zombie? Is a running zombie the same as a shambling zombie? Is a dog zombie the same as a human zombie? Everything has these little varying levels, so I think in one way or another you could find a million reasons why they are the same and a million reasons why they aren't the same.
Right. Yeah.
Talk, son, real talk.
Next question: is Jason a zombie?
That is a a question that's been
Yeah.
talked about for years, and I mean, yeah, I would say he is.
I mean,
Yeah.
he walks, he runs, he uses a bow and arrow.
He's still pretty mindless though when it comes down to it. Unless you watch the remake, which was fucking terrible,
And But it's also like, how technical do you want to get on those definitions? Like, how many pieces do you want to get about? Like, are we going all the way about how they eat, how they talk, how they walk, or is it just a simple fact that they were once dead and come back to life? Because it depends on the level of specificity you want to get.
right, exactly. It depends how. I mean, I think you could skew your argument one way or the other. It's tough, honestly, to decide one way or the other. Amanda, did you get your food ordered? I'm really concerned about you.
Yeah, I'm getting Parmesan garlic.
All right.
Yum.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's awesome.
Pretty excited.
All right, let's transition into another, I suppose, thing here. So, Rob Zombie's 31 will be released. Rob Zombie's 31 will be released pretty soon. We finally got our first look at like an official poster today. If you guys did not see it, I'm sorry, but most probably have seen it by now. It is out there on the internet. Go Google it if you haven't seen it yet. But what's everyone's take on Rob Zombie in general as a filmmaker, and what are your thoughts on the upcoming movie? Let's start with Eric.
I'm excited to see what he comes out with. I actually haven't seen Lords of Salem. I did like House of a Thousand Corpses, and I love Devil's Rejects, so I'm excited to see what he does.
Okay, very cool. And what's your favorite zombie movie? I guess.
Mine?
Yeah, yours are.
I would say Devil's Rejects.
Okay. And all right, let's go to Steve.
I'm excited about it because I like Rob Zombie untethered. So I felt with Halloween that even though it was his film, he kind of had to work within a box that was already established, and he couldn't kind of really do what he wanted to. So it's good. I think it's going to be cool to see something kind of outside of that, and I think he's awesome. I agree with Eric. I think Devil's Rejects was his best film.
Okay. And Amanda? Oh, she disappeared.
Oh, I'm here.
You're here.
For one, I have the same exact answer as Eric. I loved The Devil's Rejects, though. Free bird.
So Devil's Rejects your favorite zombie movie?
Hell yeah.
And what do you think about 31? Are you excited about it?
Excited, yeah.
You're
I'm
excited
one
for
of
it?
the few people who actually enjoyed the Halloween movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think I own the second one, but I liked it.
Johnny and Morgan. What do you guys think?
What? About
What?
what?
What was the question?
31, Rob Zombie.
What?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't see his movies.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
So,
Ew, yeah.
I am very excited for it. I think that Rob Zombie's track record is always 50-50. From what I've seen, he always has one great movie to go with one really shitty movie. So if you look at his IMDb, you could split it almost right down the middle. You take out anything that has to do with music and concerts, but his actual director, there's always a good one for a bad one. So here you have House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil Rejects, and then you have the Two Halloweens. Here you have El Super Bisto, and then you have Lords of Salem. And then, after Lords of Salem, he's due for another upswing. So he goes down, he goes up, he goes down, he goes up.
Okay.
It seems like now he's going to be primed to really get it going.
Now,
Yeah.
now I know because I haven't seen.
You haven't seen any Morgan? No Rob Zombie movies?
I'm still working on my horror training. I'll get there.
All right. Rob Zombie is kind of polarizing in the horror genre. He started off, House of a Thousand Corpses was solid, but was it a ripoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Kind of, I thought. Did you guys think it was kind of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripoff? Am I the only one?
There were nods, but I wouldn't call it a ripoff.
Maybe an homage, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of a ripoff. I still enjoyed it, and Devil's Rejects was awesome. Halloween 1 was okay. Halloween 2 was terrible. And Lords of Salem was one of the biggest pieces of shit I've had to sit through in quite some time. I can't believe I sat through the whole thing. It was so bad. The only saving grace, I guess, was seeing some bits and pieces of Sherry Moon Zombie, which was okay in my book. But
I don't want to see her in anything ever again. Please.
Yeah, it's kind of getting old using her in every single movie. And she will be, I'm sure, in 31. I have hope for 31, though, even though he's kind of...
I love you.
He's kind of... His last few movies haven't been great. But he always makes interesting movies, even if I don't like them. Even Lords of Salem, I can admit, was interesting, even though I hated it. It had some stuff in it that, was unique. I just think sometimes he thinks he's smarter than the genre sometimes, and it kind of pisses me off. I do hold out hope for 31. I think it will be all right.
I don't know that that's necessarily it. I don't think that he thinks he's necessarily smarter. I think that for as shitty as some of his movies are, and as much as I hate some of the things that he's done in those shitty movies, I don't think that he thinks he's smarter than it. I think that he is just so caught up in his love for the genre that sometimes he can't separate what he would really love to see on screen and what would actually make a good film.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can agree with that. Because he is a big horror fan, and yeah, sometimes maybe he gets a little clouded with his homages to certain films and stuff like that, and it just sometimes doesn't translate well to his filmmaking.
I think that's kind of the same with Eli Roth, where he loves the genre so much, and he's thinking about the things that he wants to see, but doesn't stop to think, well, maybe nobody else wants to fucking see it. So that's all I can imagine with him.
Right, and I think they're kind of similar directors to an extent, because they're both big horror fans, and they're kind of both polarizing. People seem to either love them or hate them. And and I think they're both directors that kind of started off semi-strong in the genre and have kind of tailed off recently. I don't know if everyone agrees with me or not on that. But I honestly am more excited to see a Rob Zombie movie than I am an Eli Roth movie right now. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I said, Rob Zombie's due for an upswing. He's had just us enough shit under him that he's gonna like climb off that toilet and give us something good.
Toilet.
You can argue the same for Eli Roth though too. I mean, I think he.
No.
I think Eli Roth has it in him to make another good horror movie.
He just
But,
hasn't
like,
had
it's
his upswing yet.
for him. What'd you
What?
say?
What'd you say, Eric?
He just hasn't had his second upswing yet.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, but it's been too long for him. And see, even with Rob Zombie, what I think that I'm really interested in him is he goes up and down. That's why I'm expecting him to take that up.
But,
Eli
well, I mean,
Roth started strong and then took the biggest nosedive.
With what?
Right. But I think Zombie's made what, 2 bad films in a row?
No, because Super Beasto was before Lords of Salem.
Was it? Okay, I've never seen Super Beasto, so I can't.
It's hilarious and awesome.
Was that
Cartoon.
before or after Halloween 2?
After Halloween 2?
Okay, all right. So if you're saying Super Beasto's a good one, then okay.
That's
Okay.
That's how. Yeah, I may be incorrect about that, but yeah.
I'm just going off of Halloween 2 and Lords of Salem. Two duds for me. So, but hopefully, hopefully 31 will be a tick back up. Eli Roth, on the other hand, I'm not sure. Does anyone know what he is going to be doing next? Has anyone heard anything about him? What he has in the works?
No, something with awkward jokes that don't land and his wife prancing around, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Did everyone here see Green Inferno?
Unfortunately.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, some people liked it. I thought it sucked. Major balls.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was really bad. But all right, I guess let's get into a different. Unless what's going on in the chat? Anyone have any questions in the chat or anything?
Somebody mentioned the It remake.
Yes, that's actually on my list. So I guess we can get into that now. Of course, It is getting remade. 2017, I believe, is the release date for that. They have just cast their Pennywise, a man by the name of Bill Skarsgård. Now, I'm not too familiar with him. He stars in Hemlock Grove, which is an Eli Roth venture, a show that I've never watched. Has anyone seen Hemlock Grove? John, I see Johnny giving the death sign over there. Okay.
I watched.
Even and she knows. Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Okay. Anyone else? Has anyone else watched it?
I watched the first episode a while ago, and it felt like it was about 4 hours long, and I think it was like 50 minutes. I was bored.
It's
Yeah.
the worst.
I feel like, Amanda, that's something you would have tried. No?
What?
Hemlock Grove. Did you give that a watch?
What's that about? I don't think I did.
It's about werewolves.
Hell
What?
no.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not about werewolves. It's about werewolves and vampires and demons and robots and aliens and anything else they decide.
Oh,
to
you
throw
mean
in.
like the second season of American Horror Story?
Boom!
Shots fired.
What do you
Wow,
mean?
shots
What do you
fired.
mean by that? Seems like something I would watch. What does that mean?
You pick
means
zombies
it's
to
lame.
fight on your side.
You know what?
Sorry.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right.
Moving
I
on.
have to make another drink.
Horror
That-
Man
that
Cave,
is
Eric
great.
mentioned something about the Blob.
The Blob. Are they remaking
Hell
it?
yeah. What you asking me, son?
I have to
Okay.
scroll back up.
But all right, so It remake. Bill Skarsgård is the new Pennywise. I'm not familiar with his work at all. He is in Hemlock Grove. That I looked on his IMDb. That
I
appears to
know
be.
Alexander Skarsgård because of his abs. Is he related?
I can't relate to that, but sure.
Don't lie, Joseph. Don't lie.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Don't
you're right.
lie.
He's sexy.
Morgan, quit yawning.
You know what?
Bye, Susan.
It's a nervous habit.
It's
I
like
yawn when I'm nervous.
it's like 7:30 where you are.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's-
Oh,
I don't
Allie and
understand.
Austin joining in. Allie and Austin have joined. Hello.
Fools.
Hola.
Hello.
Ah.
Go
So
on up.
you guys are joining us as we're about to talk about the It remake.
About to?
Yes. So once again, Pennywise has been cast. Bill Skarsgård. So
Lame.
I guess thoughts on this casting choice. Let's go to Steve, flipping the nerd first. What do you think about the casting choice?
I'm going to reserve judgment on the casting because I've said it before, I think in some of my videos. I hope that Bill Skarsgård takes a Heath Ledger approach to the character, where it's the same character of Pennywise that we know, but take it in another direction. So I'm excited to see what he does with it. And to be honest, I thought was half of a good movie. The kids' half, like the first half was good, but that second half was just absolutely terrible. So I'm hoping that this could be a full good movie. I'm going to miss Tim Curry, of course, but I can always watch the original It to get my Curry fix. I'm excited to see something new, to see this franchise come back in the limelight. So, yeah, sure, I think it's going to be awesome. I hope, anyway.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's go to Allie and Austin since they just joined in. What do you guys think about the It remake in general and the casting of Bill Skarsgård as our new Pennywise?
Yeah, same thing. I'm not really gonna judge the casting until I see it. No matter what, I'm just excited to see it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like for me, I don't care like actor-wise who's playing any part necessarily, as long as they play the part.
Yeah.
And like you're saying as well, take the part in their own way, but still make it the original. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm excited in general. I mean, how many years has it been since that movie came out? And
I think it'll be. Yeah. I hope it's good anyway. I'm excited.
I have high hopes, but I hate having expectations for
Yeah.
movies. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah, we before we go to the next person, did you guys end up going and see The Conjuring 2 tonight?
No, we waited because we wouldn't have. It would have been like 3 hours after this started, and we waited, and we're gonna go later. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you missed me. Me and Amanda have both seen it. We won't give anything away, but I will say we both seem to have enjoyed it. So we will tell you that. All right, so let's.
I know I'm gonna. I love the first one. I don't know.
If you like the first.
Let me ask you a question. Vampires or zombies?
Oh my God, Amanda.
We're going back.
Yeah, I feel like Twilight.
No, wait. You have to.
No, that's
You have
not.
to ask the correct question though.
No.
It was a post-apocalyptic war, and you had to pick one to fight on your side. Would you pick vampires or zombies?
I didn't understand the question.
Talk amongst yourselves about this. I gotta go make another drink. I'll be right back.
I didn't understand the question.
What do I like better? I like zombies better. What would I want on my side? Definitely fucking vampires. That's for
Well,
sure.
I didn't understand the question, so.
I wouldn't want zombies fighting me. That's for
Everybody
damn
else is zombies. Joe!
Okay, Amanda, did you go on the It piece? Your thoughts on the casting and the... Did you go yet?
Oh, no, not really. I don't really care. I mean, it's a remake, whatever.
Did you get
I'm
your
still
food?
gonna watch it, but whatever.
Deal. Eric?
I'm pretty much the same way. I'm going to reserve judgment until I see it, but I go into all remakes with low expectations as it is, because in my opinion they need to start doing more original stuff and stop doing remakes every year. Like, how many remakes do we need per year? But that's
We
just
need
me.
as many as people will buy, and those things get a lot of tickets, though.
No.
Unfortunately.
I'm a little bit okay if it's been like so long since they've never remade it. It's been so long. I feel like if it's like 5 years later and they already remake the damn movie, that's a little too much. Like, let it, have some time. But I don't know.
I thought Cabin Fever was too soon.
And the exact
Way
same
too
movie.
soon.
Have you seen it? It's like line for
I
line.
haven't.
That
Did
was
you see
way
the first one?
too
'Cause
soon.
if you did, then you've seen the second.
I saw Patient Zero. That was pretty bad.
What about the I Know What You Did Last Summer remake?
I have that. Actually, I have that on the list.
I didn't tell you about that.
Does anyone? I guess before we jump into that, does anyone else have anything else to say about the It remake or the casting?
Oh, I was going to say, It is one that I have always said, and I frequently said it would be great for a remake, because we all look at it with, rose-colored glasses, but it was a made-for-TV movie with some pretty poor actors, and it needs a bigger budget. It needs some people behind it. I was concerned with the casting. I don't like who they chose just because I've seen him in Hemlock Grove, and I hated him. And if you were to, paint the makeup on him, he looked pretty close to the original, which, to Steven's point, I don't want them to try and replicate Tim Curry's performance. You can't. He was the only good part about the original. There's no reason to try and do that again. But if you can bring something different, then awesome.
I would say I completely agree in that I'm just going to go in with an open mind, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Very good. Anyone else? Everyone else good?
We went with everyone. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I'll chime in with my thoughts because, as you guys know, I'm a pretty big It and Pennywise fan advocate. But I will admit, like Johnny said, It is not a perfect movie. Like most people say, the first half of that movie is great, and then it really tails off in the second half. Made-for-TV movie, they could really go with a hard R rating and make that movie really fantastic. So I am very excited for the remake. A lot of people shit on remakes, which for the most part you can understand why. But this is one that it is not a classic. I mean, Pennywise the character is a classic character, but the movie isn't like a horror classic, and it could use a good remake and deserving adaptation, to the big screen. It was made for TV. So I'm very excited to see the remake, and I really am hoping it's going to be good. I am concerned about, Pennywise. Obviously, it's going to be tough to top Tim Curry. But even if they don't top Tim Curry and the rest of the movie is great, I think it will still be a worthwhile venture. So that's my...
They used to do that thing 10 years ago or something where they would take Humphrey Bogart and CGI him.
Yes, they did that on Tales from the Crypt. They did that on a Tales from the Crypt episode, actually.
Can we just CGI Tim Curry into a
right.
There you go.
Or
he's actually in better health.
I was gonna say Tim Curry's still alive. Why can't he just play it?
Yeah.
Well, he's been in very poor health recently. He's been, he had one or two strokes, and he was not looking.
Filter his face onto somebody. That could work too.
Yeah.
Just use Snapchat to film the remake.
Yeah. Wait a second. He actually, I know that he just voiced something. He's been doing voice acting even though he hasn't been in good health. With the things that they do with Gollum and stuff, they should just CGI a Pennywise. This is the only time I'm a proponent for CGI. They should just CGI a Pennywise and have him voice it.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who every time somebody talks about Tim Curry, they automatically think of It or Rocky Horror. I automatically think of the Wild Thornberrys.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I had to throw that out there.
I'm just reading some of the.
A kid better get his arm ripped off in the It remake. That's all I'm saying.
I think they're gonna go very violent, dark. I'm a little concerned because they changed directors and changed actors and stuff. So that's never a good sign for a movie when it kind of goes into a developmental hell. It didn't go very long. They kind of transitioned pretty well in between directors, but I am sad that the original director who did the first season of True Detective left because, True Detective Season 1 was fantastic, and I was very excited to see what he was going to do with that, but apparently there were some big creative differences between him and the studio, so he bowed out and left. I'm not even sure. Does anyone know who the new director is or who's going to be directing the It remake? No? All right.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, honestly, but we'll see what happens with that. So, let's go into the while we're on the, while we're on remakes, let's get into the I Know What You Did Last Summer remake, which was just announced recently. Let's go into what is everyone's thoughts on the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. One of the more popular 90s slashers from that era. Let's go to Allie and Austin first. What are your thoughts on I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original?
Yeah, I don't really. I don't care.
I watched it a lot, to be honest.
I'll watch it. We'll watch it for sure, but I'm not like excited for it or anything. I don't.
Right. And what do you think about? What are your thoughts on the remake?
I just want something scary. Like, I haven't watched a scary movie in a long time, and
it's not gonna be the I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I miss that fear.
You guys will enjoy the Conjuring 2. I think the Conjuring 2.
I'm so excited.
It had some pretty scary moments. I even jumped a couple times, and I don't jump much.
Oh, I know it'll get. Yeah, I know it's gonna get me.
Like
I'll
get goosebumps, and that's how I know I'm creeped out.
Yeah, you won't jump ever. Yeah.
Me neither. I'm like, that's my scared.
But I will definitely watch it. I'll check it out.
All right, let's go to Johnny and Morgan. Have you seen I Know What You Did Last Summer yet?
I have. That was actually my very first scary movie.
Okay, and what'd you think?
I mean, I was a little kid, so I don't remember it.
You haven't watched it since?
I think I saw it again when I was
What are like 14 now?
What?
Don't say that. It's too close to home.
What? No, I saw it again when I was like 16, and I kind of paid attention to it, and it just seemed really cheesy.
Well, I mean, I don't feel like there's necessarily enough of a plot to remake I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What do you mean?
It's just a generic slasher.
Yeah, like they're gonna have to like do it word for word, basically.
Well, this is where I'm going with it. I really enjoyed the original I Know You Did Last Summer. It was in the kind of 90s slasher heyday after Scream and stuff like that. But I was just sitting here thinking, like, when's the last time that you saw a mainstream slasher? Like, I don't remember really. Like, most movies recently have all been kind of that paranormal stuff and like haunting stuff and all that kind of stuff.
I have one, but it is a horror comedy. The Final Girls.
Oh, well, that's its own thing. That's fantastic. Yeah. But in general, like, there hasn't been a slasher boom going recently. So if they can use this as a known property to make people interested, to bring out a slasher thing, I'm excited for that,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go to Steve. What are your thoughts?
I didn't love it. It was in that period of time where I found a lot of those slasher films weren't that great. They had such a good momentum going in with Scream, and then there were just so many of them. This, Jeepers Creepers, the accident one that escapes me right now. It just didn't really do it for me. Although I loved Jennifer Love Hewitt back then, I had a mad crush on her. So was that had going for it.
Who did?
Right, exactly. But I don't want to see a remake. I didn't really care for the original that much, so I'm probably gonna watch it just because I'm a horror fan. But otherwise, I'd probably pass on it.
Right, Eric.
I like the original, but I think I like the original. I haven't watched it since it came out, so I don't know how it would hold up now if I watched it. Like everybody else, I think I had the Jennifer Love Hewitt poster on the wall, so I was kind of biased there. But I don't think that that's one that needs to be remade. I think if they're going to remake a movie, they should do one, to do that, to bring slashers back, they should do one with a stronger story, with a stronger plot, stronger character.
Sure.
Like the fisherman with the fish hook, just...
not the best weapon, I guess, to be used there. Man,
this is a better weapon.
Is Amanda, you still alive? What are you reading?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the sequel and the third one are about. Because I own them, but I don't remember what they're about.
They're bad. They're really bad.
I know, and I have the 3-pack or whatever.
The sequel has Stoner Blackjack.
There's a guy with blood on him that wasn't his blood or something like that. That's the only thing that I remember from that one.
All I remember is her getting, and I don't even know if it was in the first one or something. She was in the shower. Something happened.
I remember that.
The second one, they go to an island. It's like an island resort.
Yeah,
and you have Stoner Jamaican Jack Black.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And her boyfriend's name is Will Benson.
Remake that character back in the original. There you go.
I like the first one, but I don't think it's necessary for a remake. I don't think it's necessary for any remake, to be honest. I just threw that out.
There's been a lot of really good remakes.
There have been some very good remakes, and we can discuss that later on.
No, let's discuss it right now.
Well, let me give my thoughts on. Let me give my quick thoughts on a remake. I don't think it's necessary at all, but of course they're gonna keep remaking. Hollywood, for some reason, has an infatuation with remakes. I don't know why.
Because they're not coming up with anything original.
I guess because the originality has pretty much. It's an easy way to make a quick buck. That's why Hollywood loves to. That's why Hollywood loves to do remakes. I mean, people know the name, so they're gonna go. We're all gonna go see it. We're all gonna go see it because we saw the original. And
you bastards.
And even if the movie sucks, we are gonna throw our money at it because we want to see what it is.
Hell yeah.
We are partially to blame for all of these shitty remakes that keep coming out because we're gonna keep seeing them because we have a morbid curiosity to see if they're gonna be better or worse than the original. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It depends. It depends on the script and the director and stuff. I thought the original was okay. Wasn't great, but it was okay. It was meh kind of. But I actually have an interesting question for everybody. Because we're talking about slashers, and with Johnny saying that that he hasn't seen a slasher movie in a while, do you think the slasher genre is officially dead? What is everyone? Johnny
has a question.
Johnny definitely has a thought on this, so I'll go with Johnny first.
Before we get to the slasher thing, we are, along with every other movie-going participant, wholly to blame for them doing remakes constantly, and wholly to blame for not seeing original shit, as Lita puts it, or new shit, as she puts it, in because we absolutely do go pay for all of these, but we fail to go out and support the independent horror that's out there on the scene and all that really, really good stuff. And people are always doing whatever they can to get, to get it offline or whatever, or they say, oh, I'll wait for Netflix. And so then all these great new ideas that are coming out from these smaller independent filmmakers, all they see is, oh, well, all the people ever pay for is remakes. So we are completely to blame. I mean, there's been all these amazing movies we've talked about that those directors aren't getting any notoriety because nobody's supporting it. So
completely to blame. Completely to blame.
I can't support them because I live in the middle of nowhere.
So all right.
Stop blaming Wyoming.
Let's go to Ellie and Austin because we haven't heard from them in a while. Ellie and Austin, what are your thoughts on the slasher genre? Do you think it's dead? Is it just in a lull? Is it sleeping, ready for a resurgence? What are your thoughts?
I think it could definitely come back, but
I don't think it'll ever be what it was.
Yeah, it won't be the same, but it could.
What's the difference between that and a remake? Give it 20 years, bring it back. Yeah. I guarantee you it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I have high hopes for it coming back because it's one of my favorite, genres, so.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think that we are primed for a slasher resurgence. It's been a long time since we've seen a good slasher movie, so I would love to see some more slasher movies. And I think it's an untapped resource right now. It's been so long since we've seen a good slasher movie, and I think we're just waiting on a filmmaker or a director to finally make one, because it's been so long since we've seen a good slasher movie. So I think we are on the brink of a resurgence. Once one comes out, we're going to see, in horror, it seems to be right now we're kind of in the midst or on the tail end of the supernatural, Insidious, Conjuring type horror movies that we've been seeing for the past 10 years. That was the last 10 years. That's all we've been getting. Paranormal Activities, Conjuring, Insidious, Sinisters, all those type of supernatural horror movies. Maybe we will see soon a resurgence of slashers. But everyone else, what is everyone's other thoughts? Johnny, it looks like you have something to say.
Yeah, what just comes to mind me, because I was thinking about the independent, is that the only slashers that really come to mind outside of Final Girls are independent films. And I think that the trouble with those is almost all of them are trying to harken back to the 80s. Like, if you think of like the Hatchet series, which immediately comes to mind, they're a total throwback horror to the 80s films. So that was fun, but it doesn't really do much to sell new audiences because it's not much new, and it's not really moving forward. It's just trying to go backwards. And I think that's where the studios are saying, well, there's not money in slashers right now because nobody's pushing the genre forward. So, and that's all I can see right now. But it's due for it, and I think we could really take it if somebody wanted to take a really serious stab at it. So.
Sure. Steve, what are your thoughts?
I'm so excited for Death House. That's what I'm excited for. I think
Death House will be definitely interesting. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how that goes. I'm excited for it too, though. I think most of us are, if you're a horror fan, with that cast coming up. But Steve, what are your thoughts on the slasher genre? And what are your?
I think it's just sleeping, like so many other subgenres in the horror. It comes in phases. Like you said, right? We had the paranormal thing that really took off with I would think Insidious, Paranormal Activity kind of brought it in. Before that, we had a lot of torture porn with Hostel and Saw.
Yes. Yep.
I think it just takes like a young guy like us or a woman like us that watches horror movies and thinks of a unique angle that we haven't seen. And it just takes one that someone has a really great idea, is a passionate horror fan, and brings it to the limelight, and then all of a sudden it's going to reinvigorate the entire genre of people that have that base kind of build on that idea and make more and more movies. Until then, it just becomes too much, and we get tired of it. And it goes back into its sleep state, and just the way things go in film. So, I think it just takes one person to make a really cool, unique slasher film, and I don't know what it's gonna be, but I hope someone out there has the idea. So.
Absolutely, definitely. Couldn't agree more with that. Eric, what are your thoughts?
I agree with what Steve said about it just takes one person. These days, it's, I would say, easier than ever to get a movie made with crowdfunding. How many independent movies get funded on things like Kickstarter and Indiegogo? I backed a movie that started out as a comic book and turned it into a movie. So, I mean, anything's possible these days. I don't think that the genre is dead. I don't know if any movie genre really ever dies. I think it might just go into hiding for a little while until the time is right and the right person comes along to bring it back.
Okay, yeah, definitely. And Eric, you're sounding a little robotic again, just to give you a heads up there. But I could understand you, but it was a little tough there at the end. All right, Amanda's gone, so I guess we'll just skip her on this. But I did see a question a little bit ago in the comments. I'm checking in between on the chat there. It's tough to keep up with everybody. But thank you to everybody for watching here. We actually have quite a few viewers, so I really appreciate everyone for watching. But I did see that Jimmy Arias actually asked us about the Goosebumps movie with Jack Black. Yeah, he's asked for a yay or nay with that. Has everyone seen it here?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go to Allie and Austin first. What are your yay or nay on Goosebumps with Jack Black?
Oh, I thought it was fun. And I kind of like that, they brought it back and the kids now are kind of getting reintroduced to it because that was something I grew up with was Goosebumps.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was fun. Yeah.
We own it.
Yeah, we bought it.
Very cool. I know Johnny is a huge Goosebumps fan, so let's hear from Johnny and Morgan here. Morgan, did you see it?
I did.
You don't seem too enthusiastic about it.
Heather.
Oh, that was somebody else.
Wow.
What'd you think? Oh yeah, we did watch together. I love you forever.
It was okay. It wasn't super exciting and it wasn't awful. It was just okay to me.
I thought it was fun. I like the nostalgia of it to see everybody there. All the fun characters coming out that I knew and loved. Cool, Slappy was fantastic.
No, he was not.
Yes, he is. But it wasn't necessarily something I need to go back to again.
Yeah.
I'd kind of rather watch the Goosebumps series on Netflix again. But it was fun for what it was.
Yeah, it was okay.
All right, Amanda, she's got her clown makeup on. What do you think? What did you think of Goosebumps?
I don't know how to turn it off. I like Goosebumps. It was pretty cheesy. I didn't buy it, but I like your tiara. It was pretty good.
Okay. Steve?
Movie reviewed by Amanda.
Steve, what were your thoughts?
I loved Goosebumps as a kid, and even though I thought it was a little cheesy, I understand that I wasn't really the audience for it, and I thought if I'd watched this when I was kind of 10 to 15 when I was reading those books, I would have absolutely loved it. And to me, it's almost like when I used to watch something like Are You Afraid of the Dark or one of those shows. So I think this is a gateway for children now to get into horror in their teens and later. So for that, I thought it was really awesome.
Yeah, great. Eric?
I had a lot of fun with it. I read the books when I was a kid, so it was kind of cool seeing them brought to life on the screen. I think that it was kind of cool that they made, spoiler alert, Jack Black, the writer, made him R.L. Stine, and they were his books, so I thought that was kind of a cool concept to the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I would agree with pretty much. It seems like everyone's pretty much in agreement here. It's not the best movie ever made, but it was a lot of fun. Like, especially if you have nostalgia for Goosebumps, it's definitely worth a watch for sure. I had a lot of fun with it myself too, just for the nostalgia reasons alone. So yeah, I think everyone's kind of in agreement. Definitely worth a one-time watch. Maybe not a purchase, but definitely worth a watch.
No Jack Black movie will ever be the best movie.
Watch your mouth. I thought School of Rock.
I was just gonna say School of Rock.
If you don't cry during that last song, there's something wrong with you.
Oh, I cried like a freaking baby.
I listened to it on my iPhone in the car, and I'm like, oh my God, Jack Black, you taught those kids so much.
I just love the lady in school when she gets all drunk.
Oh.
Sure.
Go
ahead, Eric.
I did see a while ago in chat, Joseph Canales asked about a sequel to Behind the Mask.
Oh, the Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Should they do one?
If they make it, I'll watch it, but I don't see a necessity for it. What's everyone else's thoughts? Has everyone seen Behind the Mask?
No. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary at all, but
I like the first one.
Yeah,
I like the first one too, but I see Johnny showing his mask off there. Johnny, what do you think?
What was the question?
Oh, that's from Anthony Rapino. I love
Pino.
Pino's
it was a great movie. I don't see why great movies always need to go on.
Exactly.
Some things are great as they are.
Yep. I couldn't agree more with that.
Yep.
Amanda, did you see Behind the Mask?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Steve, did you see Behind the Mask?
No, I haven't seen it.
No, okay, you didn't see it. Eric, did you see it?
I did. I own it.
Dude, would you want to see a sequel, or do you think it's necessary?
Probably not.
The only way that I would want to see a sequel is if it was done right, but I think what they do is a lot of times they'll see a movie that does well, and they'll be like, okay, we need to make a sequel. Okay, we need to make another sequel. And they try to make franchises out of movies that should have just been left as single films.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it was a good movie, but it's a good one-off movie. It definitely doesn't need a sequel. If they made a sequel, I'd probably watch it, but I think just leave it the way it is. Like Johnny said, not everything needs a sequel, even if it's a success. So yeah, I'd say leave it at that. But we were just talking about. Oh, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
A lot of times like with sequels, they end up getting like off the rails or whatever. If you look at Paranormal Activity, I love the first two Paranormal Activities, and then they started fucking...
Definitely started going off the rails. I think they should have ended
Ghost Dimension was just fucking horrible.
What the hell is that?
I still have not brought myself to watch Ghost Dimension.
We should do it and review it.
Yeah.
No, I kept forgetting those Paranormal.
I own the first 4.
Oh, the fourth one is so bad.
No, it's not.
It's like Saw. It is just like Saw.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like Saw.
They should have ended it after the first 3. And
There's
just like Saw, they should have ended it after the first 3, and it would have been alright. And then
I'll agree.
they just
keep
bored. I gave up, I think, after Saw 5. I don't even think
how many is there now? Like 10?
Yeah.
They're coming out with another one, too.
Supposedly, they are coming out with another one.
And then they had the last Saw movie. This is going to be the last one that you see until we come out with another one.
Right.
It's always the last one.
As I see a commercial for the Purge election year.
Yeah. We just got a really good question in the chat, actually, from Miko Romero, if I'm pronouncing your name right. And she asked, what is sequel-worthy? Because we were saying that we didn't think, there needs to be a sequel for Behind the Mask. So that's a really good question. What's a movie that's a one-off that you would like to see a sequel of? Kind of a tough question to think off the top of your head.
No, Peter Pan 2 was really good.
Well, we're asking for a movie that was like a one-off that you'd like to see a sequel of, though.
Oh, okay. Peter Pan 3.
Does anyone have one that like pops into your head right away?
Trick or Treat.
Super recent, and they are working on a sequel, but Deathgasm needs one.
Okay.
Yes!
Deathgasm sequel could definitely work. I could definitely see that.
This needs to come from fun movies, I think. That's where it really needs to come from.
Yeah, movies that aren't super serious but could use like Steve just mentioned, Trick or Treat. A Trick or Treat sequel could be really good for sure.
Well, I could definitely see.
And do like more holidays, like ones that they didn't do on the first.
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely. Yeah, that'd be a good one too. I'd definitely like to see that.
4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July and like
fireworks blowing people's
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Earth Day.
Yeah,
Earth Day.
The only problem with that is then we're gonna end up with the President's Day anthology
and Flag
and Arbor Day.
Making fuck shit up. Yeah.
Earth Day.
While we're talking about holidays, we need a Grindhouse sequel.
Yeah.
Let's get Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino back together.
Mm-hmm. I'd definitely be down for that.
I just want to see more commercials. Just have a.
The commercials were like the best part of those. Well, I mean, the commercials spawned a whole movie, so.
Well, a couple. Hobo with a Shotgun. It did.
Hobo with a Shotgun and Machete. Yeah. And maybe someday we'll see. What was it? The Wolf's.
Right.
The SS or whatever.
Right.
Wolf Women of the SS or whatever. Maybe we'll see a movie like that one day too. That'd be funny. Austin was
to say something.
What's up?
I think Austin might have been moving to say something.
Oh, you gonna say something?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, for me, if you're gonna do a sequel, I like to see the original cast, original directors, and plan it. Like, if you're, like, plot it, your script for the sequel while you're writing the first one. Have that, like, in your pocket, ready to go. So that way it's fluid, everything makes sense, and it's
But there's
good.
too much of this, this movie did good, let's do a sequel to make more money off of it, and it's shit, you know?
And
Like, if you're going to do it, plan it and do it right. Like,
For sure.
The only way I think that they should...
It's already over, yeah. That would make sense.
The only way I think they should ever do a sequel is if there's more of the story to be told.
Like Holidays. Holidays would be perfect. I mean, they missed so many good opportunities in the first one with Holidays that I think they should have had.
For sure. Holidays an anthology, so it's really easy to make a sequel. Anthology movies are always easy to make sequels.
Oh, yeah.
Creepshow 2 was just... I loved Creepshow 2 just as much as I liked Creepshow 1. So, I mean, anthologies are always pretty easy to make sequels off of. But yeah, I mean, like...
Joe? The girl from the raft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
What else do we have here? Sequel to Groundhog Day?
Spy Kids 3D.
Spy Kids 3D? Oh, wow, yeah, I forgot Robert Rodriguez made Spy Kids 3D. That was like the random as hell.
I always forget Shark Boy is that kid from fucking Twilight, whatever his name is.
That's like George Carlin being on Shining Time Station. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I think Morgan wanted to say goodnight because she's going to go pass
Morgan's
out.
tired, bed.
He worked 9 days in a row and closed out with like 5 margaritas or something, so she's ready to go.
All right, Morgan. Good night. Do you have any last thoughts before you leave us?
Don't drink and drive.
Yes, great words to live by for sure.
Don't drink and drive. Don't shop online at 3 a.m. when you're delirious.
Not even 3 o'clock.
Because you buy banana nut scented candles like I did.
I've definitely made some poor purchases late at night when I've been drinking, so I can definitely relate.
And always make sure you don't sag, because that's just not attractive. Good night, everybody.
Words to live by right there. Thank you, Morgan.
Bye. Bye.
Good night. I hope you can join in on the next horror hangout we do.
We need a sequel to that.
Kids, don't be like me. Good night.
Love you, Morgan.
Love you, bye.
British Geeky guy says, don't eat yellow snow. That's always advice to live.
Other great ones to live
dropping
by.
life lessons left and right, apparently.
Jimmy Stiff has everyone gotten their Ecto Cooler? No, but I just ordered 2 cases on Amazon today. So
I don't want cans. I want the juice.
Yes, I agree.
Get the cans. Yes. I only want the juice box. Damn it.
That's all. I'm waiting for the juice boxes. That's like the real nostalgia. I never had Ecto Cooler in a can, so. Fuck the
Y'all
cans.
can your ivory tower of juice boxes. I'm enjoying the shit out of my Ecto Cooler on a daily basis.
I say boo with the cans. Fuck the cans. No one. Okay, no one wants the cans.
Does drinks not taste different though, like through a can or a box or like plastic?
Like
it makes
glass,
it taste
like
different.
Coke out of a glass bottle, you know.
Tastes fucking delicious to me. So whatever.
It's the whole point. It's not meant to be in a can. I was seeing that and I'm like, is this shit only gonna come out in cans, really? Because that's not okay. I need the juice box.
The juice boxes are coming, supposedly.
Yeah, in grocery stores.
I will empty out.
But they don't have
apple
Slimer.
juice.
There's no Slimer on the juice box.
No, which doesn't make sense because they are Ghostbusters, themed. So why didn't they put Slimer on them? I really don't get why they didn't.
I don't know, new time, change it up a little bit. I guess I don't know.
I guess.
Crushing dreams. I'm just kidding.
Lame, but all right. I guess we'll go into a different theme here. So actually, since we're talking about nostalgia, I guess we got a question from our friend Gerald. that we met at Texas Frightmare Weekend. Well, some of us met at Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Yeah.
And I think he's still in the chat. I believe. I don't know. He was in the chat earlier, but thank you.
Some not long ago.
Gerald sent a lot of questions in actually, and I think I've already might have used a couple of them. But since we're on the thing of nostalgia, he wanted to know what is one of your favorite horror movies you watched as a kid, and does it still hold up today as like a favorite horror movie, one that is still a staple that you watch? So, not to put anyone on the spot, does anyone have a thought that pops in your head first? Johnny, go ahead.
Immediately. Also, I just thought of a really good answer to the last question about what's remake worthy. Thinking about the political state today, Society would be absolutely perfect. If anybody's seen Society, it would be perfect. Anyways, immediately, one of my earliest childhood memories of horror outside of like Nightmare on Elm Street and Silence of the Lambs is Lady in White, which was kind of a kid skewed film because it was about this boy who saw this ghost kind of reliving her death, and it led him to kind of discover who her murderer was and stuff. And it was the most terrifying movie in the world, and the music they played absolutely terrified me. And I've watched it recently, and it still holds up. Lady in White is a fantastic ghost story, just so good.
I couldn't agree with you more, Johnny. Lady in White, that is one I watched at a very young age too, and that is a fantastic movie. If you guys haven't seen Lady in White yet, it is a great ghost story, and actually very creepy and kind of chilling, honestly, in some ways. So definitely check that out. Honestly, underrated. Not a lot of people talk about that movie.
Yeah.
And definitely.
And the use of music in that, where they have you ever seen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very creepy, very chilling. That was like late 80s. Is it late 80s when that movie came out? Yeah, very good. I remember I had that VHS, and just like a really great ghost story. Definitely recommend checking that out. That is a great choice, Johnny. Anyone else have a thought? Hands up. Alan Austin? Okay, Steve?
Yeah, it's actually funny. Two horror movies I watched a lot as a kid, and both had something weird about them. Number one was Dawn of the Dead, the George Romero one, and it was a bootleg that my dad's friend had gotten. And I mean, spoiler, I guess, but it's like almost 40 years old now. The bootleg ended when the character had the gun in his mouth, and I always thought that he killed himself, and that was the end of the movie, because I'd never seen after that, because it was the bootleg version. And only in college, when I bought the DVD, did I notice, he takes the gun out of his mouth and he actually makes it out and escapes by helicopter. So that was messed up. So that was one thing I had as a kid. And Night of the Living Dead from Tom Savini in French, because that was the only version I could get in my hometown.
Oh, that's great.
I know that movie back and forth in English and French because of that. So
that's awesome.
They both hold up, though. They're both awesome movies to this day.
Very, very cool. Alien Austin? Seemed like you might have something to say.
The Exorcist is definitely one. I can't think of any like non-mainstream, because at that age, that's kind of all you see. So
right.
So much of Johnny watching everything there is. But The Exorcist, I watched with a very religious family, and I was like, holy shit, it scared me to death. And I was young at the time and everything else, but I think it still stands up as a good movie.
Oh, hell yeah. For
I
sure.
watched Night of the Living Dead was one of the first that I ever watched with my dad. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me, obviously, but I was really young watching that, so, that was probably my first, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do have another one that I had to recommend. It's called The Kiss. Austin reminded me because he was saying, Johnny, who watches everything. We used to go to my grandparents' house. They had all these VHS tapes with, that they would, record off TV, of course, like everybody's grandparents did. And it would, have, the original Godzilla or King Kong or whatever. But they had this movie, The Kiss. And it was this really weird 80s voodoo movie about this woman who moves in with, her brother-in-law after her sister dies, and she like sleeps with him, but she's this weird voodoo creature. Totally creepy, totally weird. Some awesome scenes. One where like this woman is trapped in this spinning tire wheel, and this girl gets her necklace caught in those escalators, and it like chews up her neck. Totally awesome. Doesn't hold up terribly great, but it's super fun watch. Some fun jump scares. Look up The Kiss. That's it for me.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I'll definitely give that one a watch. Eric and Manda, you guys got one that comes to mind?
The only ones that come to mind that I saw when I was younger would be The Shining and Silence of the Lambs. So obviously those are two of my favorite horror movies, so I think they hold up pretty well.
Absolutely, for sure.
Psycho is another. Sometimes
Psycho.
I still check behind that shower curtain and hum. Like,
For sure, that made people scared of taking showers for for years. Mandy, you got one?
I'm actually going to Denver Comic-Con next weekend, and there surprisingly is a Psycho panel that I'm going to. I'll try to record it.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Things. There's like a Tony Todd movie viewing that I want to go to. I don't know if I'll get to, but
very cool.
There's a few things that I want to go to.
One could argue that this is a Psycho panel too, but
sure.
Yeah, we're all in black too. Like every single one of us is legit wearing black.
Wow, you're right. We are all wearing black. That is interesting.
Right.
I just noticed that. Every single one of us is wearing a black shirt. That's awesome. Is everyone wearing a horror shirt too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we are. Yeah, I've got my Black Phillip shirt.
Silent Night.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I want to say hi to Nerds of Gore. She's on mobile, can't join the chat. Hi, Nerds of Gore.
Hello, thank you for watching.
Hi.
Very awesome.
There's one that really scared the crap out of me as a kid, and I can't watch to this day, and that's Arachnophobia. I mean, I still check my popcorn every time I eat it because I'm paranoid that there's spiders in it. So.
For sure.
That damn episode on Tales from the Crypt. There's this episode in this. She starts showering and like in the soap, like eyeballs start popping out of the soap. I was like so young watching that, and I still like that one episode still sticks with me to this day. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, there's I was actually gonna mention a Tales from the Crypt episode, which is I believe it was called "And All Through the House," which is a pretty famous one with the the escaped mental patient during whatever it's called during he dresses up as Santa and he is trying to get into the house and attacking the lady.
Yeah, with the
I watched that as a pretty young kid, and that episode always sticks in my mind. That is one episode that scared the crap out of me when I was younger. So that is definitely a show that when I was really young. The first horror movie I ever watched was Child's Play, and obviously that, a classic, and that one, still to this day I have a lot of nostalgia for, and I mean, who doesn't love Chucky, right? So that's definitely one that sticks with me. Someone also mentioned Unsolved Mysteries in the chat, which is a great one. That music used to make me shit my pants when it was on when I was a kid. When I would hear that music, it scared the crap out of me, and it's definitely a great one. And also the intro to Tales from the Crypt as well used to scare me as a kid, even though I loved watching it. I always used to be really creeped out by the intro to that one as well. So that's a lot of great nostalgia.
That was my lullaby. That's what I fell asleep to at night. It was
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it used to be on late night TV if you were lucky enough to have a TV in your room and have cable in your room. If you had HBO on or
I had the TV with the built-in. It had a built-in VCR, and it was a little box.
Very awesome.
And before that, you had to point the antenna to get the
yeah. 20 years.
The host of Unsolved Mysteries has to be the worst grandfather in the world to have. Do you want me to read you a bedtime story? No bedtime story.
He definitely had a really creepy voice.
No.
All right. What's anything? I'm way behind in the chat. Is there anything going on in the chat that we should
Mine
mention?
won't load.
Yours won't load.
Someone said,
Best-
Lilith Morning, Tales from the Dark Side opening music. Always scared her as a kid. I love that music. Just like, I like that show a lot, too.
Speaking of which, not to be, subjective here, but Miko Ramiro asked an awesome question. Best horror soundtrack? Y'all know this is my thing right now. So.
A very great question. Yeah, well, I mean, let's go to you, Johnny. You're the big, vinyl record soundtrack collector.
Well, I've said it a few times. Candyman is my absolutely top number one favorite score. That Philip Glass score is just haunting. It fits the film perfectly. It is so unbelievably perfect and chilling. It is just chilling. Outside of that, anything by Goblin, you get Suspiria, or the Demon score, which he also mentioned Demons, and I will mention Demons till the day I die. I want Demons just I don't want a Tombstone, I just want the poster of Demons. So those are like my three that I'm with right there.
A new one, though, The Witch. The Witch is the new best one there is. I have that on iTunes, and I just listen to it. Like,
oh, yes, my record came with the download card. I have it on my iPhone, and it's amazing. You get like 4 sticks, 2 in this hand, 2 in this hand.
Oh, so good. So good. I love when they're chanting. Like, you just hear the witches, like, chanting.
Creepy. Super
so
creepy.
Good. I, like, chant with it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that one's a good one.
Okay, who else?
I need more beer.
Yeah, I really like the one to The Exorcist. I thought The Exorcist had a really good music score that enhanced the creepiness in the movie and built up as the movie was going forward. So that was one that I really appreciate, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one. I agree. Oh, it's about to storm. I'm so excited. She can see it, too. She's like, you see the lightning?
Where did Eric go? I thought he was going to say something.
Pugsley's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Amanda?
What?
Horror movie, soundtrack, scores. Who's the best?
Don't ask me hard question.
Deal.
Shining
Austin.
has some pretty good music.
I know Allie answered, but Austin, I want to hear that luxurious golden throat of yours.
I actually
Who has
said
the best soundtrack?
Okay, but I listen to it all the time. You can't take mine.
That's tough because I get lost in the movie and completely ignore the soundtrack. Except for the fact of being creeped out, like it definitely adds to the story for me, but it's never a thought in my head.
Like after you watch
of
the movie.
like the score at all. To be completely honest.
I think I'm more of like it sticks with me more, and I have like all the soundtracks on my phone because I like listen to them.
Yeah, and like nothing in particular sticks out besides, I mean, everything's been said, and it's just not something that I really pay attention
I think it's the older, besides The Witch, the older classics have those like that chilling music that gets higher and higher, and it like
definitely
I don't know.
adds
It's
to the
just,
effects and like
the
the
ambiance.
movie. Yeah.
So in the chat we have Corey, also known as Worship the Pizzagram, who brings up a couple of really great scores. Of course, Trick or Treat, which is fantastic, but something even newer, he mentions A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night and It Follows. Say what you will about It Follows. I don't want to get in this discussion right now, but you cannot deny the music is fantastic.
The music is great.
The music is good. I will admit that. Even though I didn't like the movie, it does have a good.
Okay, I said no. We don't need to talk about the movie because I don't want to get into this.
I will admit this. It does have a good like synth type score, like a nice like throwback score.
Yeah, I do.
It was probably already brought up while I went away to make a drink, but I mean, the one that really comes to mind is The Witch for me, obviously, just because it's fresh in my brain. That is one that is just so chilling and really, you know, it escalates the movie, honestly, to me. It just really, without that score, I don't know if it would be the same type of, like, I don't think the sense of dread would be as, you know, well enhanced.
Jacob. Jacob. Jacob.
Jacob.
Can we just... Danny Elfman, I love anything.
Oh, yeah, anything Danny Elfman's always, yeah.
Beetlejuice, freaking Pee-wee, like, all of those, they're just amazing. Like,
Hi, buddy. Hi.
Well, someone just mentioned Deathgasm. Does that worship the Pizzagram too?
Good boy.
Hell yeah, it is. That's my homie.
Deathgasm is a good one too, especially if you're a metalhead. It's a fun one.
yeah.
Okay, we have 2 people in the chat, or at least we did. Both of their names are Corey, I believe, and both of their screen names have to do with pizza. Coincidence?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my
I've
god.
Oh,
All right.
Miko
Yeah,
Miro
I was just gonna say
asks,
Miko too. It's a great question.
Yeah.
She's bringing out the great questions tonight. Thank you.
You want to
Miko.
know what my favorite kind is?
Yes.
Okay, all meat.
All meat. Okay. All right, but yeah, go ahead, Johnny. You can read the question, Miko's question there. Johnny.
Johnny Tez.
Can Johnny hear us?
What?
Oh, I said go ahead. You can read Miko's question.
Oh yeah, Miko asks, speaking of soundtrack, what do you guys think of Missy Elliott and Fall Out Boy doing the soundtrack to Ghostbusters? I want Missy Elliott doing the Everything to Everything. I don't care about Fall Out Boy, and that's it. What?
I'm down with Missy Elliott. Hell yeah. Thumbs up for her.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy.
Oh, you know about Fall Out Boy.
No.
I mean, Missy Elliott. Hell yeah.
Okay, Missy.
Can we
Like,
do a
I've
Mad Libs?
already
Johnny
said enough
wants
about
Missy
that.
Elliott doing everything to everything.
I do. Yes.
Fill in the blanks.
Exactly what I said. And if they wanted to make Missy Elliott an actual Ghostbuster instead of one of the other chicks that's in there, I'd be totally down for that. That's the movie I want to see. Give me Missy Elliott busting ghosts.
Cameo, like Mike Tyson does, you know, at the end, she'll start singing.
It'll be like a whole dance thing with Missy Elliott at the end.
I'm
Like,
so ready. So ready.
the little girl in the pigtails that was always in Missy Elliott's video, she'll come back as an adult,
Yeah.
but in the same suit, pink jumpsuit, you know.
Did we just make the next Ghostbusters? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll probably be better.
Yeah, I could care less about Missy Elliott or Fall. I guess I prefer Missy Elliott.
You're right.
I don't mind Fall Out Boy, honestly. I'll admit it. But they're not my
As
favorite.
there's a Ghostbusters commercial on TV. What the fuck?
But that's actually it's a good topic actually to bring up. What's everyone's? I mean, it's not totally horror, but it has its tones. What's everyone's thoughts?
Oh, it's gonna be horrible.
What's everyone's thoughts on the new Ghostbuster movie? Are you excited for it? Let's start with Eric, since you had your first thought on it there.
I'm not excited for it. From what I've seen, I don't think that it looks very good. It does not have to do with the fact that they have 4 female Ghostbusters. They could have 4 dogs as Ghostbusters as long as they did a good story, but it doesn't look like they did a very good job, in my opinion. I think the ghosts look better back in the originals, but that's just me. I'm not a huge fan of their casting either. Some of the actors,
For sure.
actresses, I'm not a huge fan of.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to Allie and Austin. What are your thoughts?
I'm not.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I'm
at
not
all.
gonna like rush out to go see it or anything like that. But I'm not like.
Eventually, we'll get around to watching.
Yeah,
it,
I'm not like
for
pissed
sure.
that they're rebooting Ghostbusters. Like that's the thing with remakes. It's not taking away your original movie. You can go back and watch that anytime. Don't watch the remake if you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't really care. I
haven't seen anything though. Literally nothing except like there's a commercial one, and it was like the basketball
yeah.
host
I'll
dressed
watch
up
it
as
when it comes
Ghostbusters.
out on
That's
like
awesome.
Redbox or something, but I'm probably not gonna go to the theaters to see it. I mean,
Worship the Pizzagram says put Tyler Perry as Medea and place him with Melissa McCarthy, and that would be better.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've never been a Melissa McCarthy fan. That's for sure.
I think she
I love
plays.
her. And see, I agree. I'm excited for. I like Kristen, what's her name, and Melissa. I
The two
like
from
those two.
Bridesmaids?
Yeah, I think they're hilarious. I love them. So that's what I'm excited to see is them in the roles. But besides that, I'm not like.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Steve.
excited about the Ecto 1 in the juice box. Okay.
Yeah. Hell
Like,
yeah. That's what we're all for. Fuck yeah.
Want my childhood back.
Right.
Fuck yeah. For sure. I can't
I'll just
wait.
get that, drink my juice box, and watch the original, and I'll be good to go.
People have been saying to mix Ecto 1 with vodka.
Oh.
That sounds pretty good. That'd be like adult nostalgia. Like nostalgia with an
A whole
adult.
fist on the childhood.
I'm gonna get Ecto Cooler wasted.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Steve, what are your thoughts?
I'm not super excited about it, and it's nothing to do like with the fact that it's all female cast. I mean, to me, if it works with the story, that's awesome. What I am excited about is that Ghostbusters back in the conversation, so we're seeing Ghostbusters stuff come out in stores again. The only part that really bothers me about it is it seems more like a reboot rather than a sequel. I would have liked to see at least honoring the original Ghostbusters, because it seems from what they're saying that it won't really honor what's come before it. So, but I'm gonna go see it because my wife is like super excited to see it, and I'll judge it then. But I'm not super excited about it.
Okay. Johnny, now that you're back, thoughts on the new Ghostbuster movie? Are you excited for it?
Oh, I feel like I've said a whole lot about that. I don't care who they are casting in it, if it's girls or whatever women. I just don't like a lot of the cast. Like, I'm not a fan of the SNL era right now, and I don't like a lot of those actresses, and I can't stand Melissa McCarthy. Love Kristen Wiig. Give me some Tina Fey. Give me some Sarah Silverman. Give me some Missy Elliott. And I'm on board. I just look like crap. I'll see it because I have Ecto Cooler on hand, and I'm planning on doing an Ecto Cooler cocktail live review of the new Ghostbusters with Jason Kitrick. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just happy that it's brought all this awesome new Ghostbusters. I still have the original. I don't. Everybody cries about remakes.
Oh my God, our door.
The last one, so let alone. So.
Okay, very cool.
This
And
is a Ghostbuster.
But seriously, how awesome would it be? Keep Kristen Wiig. Let's go Kristen Wiig, Tina Fey, Sarah Silverman, Missy Elliott. That's a badass Ghostbusting crew right there.
that is a great.
Oh my God,
Tina
Fey. Why
I
did
totally-
they cast Tina Fey?
It's a great question why they didn't cast Tina Fey, because like her and
Oh
Kristen,
my God, that would have been fucking perfect.
her and Kristen Wiig are pretty good friends too, so it would have made more sense to have Kristen Wiig and Tina Fey over.
Oh, what's that other
They
chick
are.
that was in Baby Mama with her? What's her
Amy
name?
Poehler. Married to Dax Shepard.
Oh, what's her name?
Amy Poehler.
Oh,
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler. That would have been good if you put like Amy Poehler, Kristen Wiig, Tina Fey, and
Dinner. You can go to bed.
whoever else. That would have been a much better casting
And then
choice.
throw Sarah Silverman in, or whatever her name
Sure.
Bonnie said, and people love her.
Sarah
So
Silverman's the shit. I would kill for her to be in a Ghostbusters movie. Oh yeah.
I think we're in the wrong line of work. I think we all
need to
should
be, yeah.
We just picked a better casting choice than the casting directors.
Pay us millions of dollars, thank you, please. Yeah.
Here.
Let's hear Amanda's thoughts real quick here. Amanda, what are your thoughts on the Ghostbusters remake?
I'll see it. I don't know. I mean, I'm all about the girl power,
Yeah?
Yeah, girls
I
need
mean-
heroes too,
Absolutely no. I mean, I agree with that. And, there comes into, I don't want to get into it, but obviously you get into,
Get into it, son.
some people say, you know, that the movie is getting bad publicity because it's an all-women cast. I don't want to.
Matters.
I don't want to get into that, but I mean,
It absolutely is, though. There's too many people out there that are damning it straight away just because of that.
Right.
I'm damning it because of the women they chose.
Right.
Why does it matter, though?
If you're damning it because of that, obviously it's not a valid or fair reason. I am basing my opinion solely on what I saw from the trailers, and the trailer.
I'll tell you what I'm basing my opinion on.
The trailer I saw,
The fact that it came out how many years ago, that's what matters. Not the fact that it's women, which is what people are basing their opinion on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but girls need heroes too.
Actually, sure. Like, watch it first and then talk shit about it, you know?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you can say you're not excited about it. Cool, that's great.
It's fine.
Say, oh, it's going to be a shitty movie. You haven't seen it. You don't know. Watch it and then go on and say it was
it may be a terrible movie. I don't know. I'm going to see it because I love Ghostbusters.
Sure. I will definitely watch it. I am definitely going to watch it. Am I excited about it? No, but I mean, based on just the first trailer I saw, it just seemed very cheesy and, like Steve said.
Think about it, Joe. What is this a reboot or is this a remake? What remake?
It looks almost like a remake from.
What remake are you excited about, though?
I'm not excited about any. I'm not excited about any remake.
Exactly. It doesn't have
John Carpenter's Halloween?
that they're women.
Oh no!
That's a
What did you say? I was talking.
Oh, I said John Carpenter's Halloween, but that's.
Oh yeah, that's actually on my. That's actually on my list. That's actually on my list of stuff to talk
That's
about.
not necessarily a remake, but
For sure.
I'm excited for a lot of remakes, but I didn't laugh once in the trailer, and a Ghostbusters movie is supposed to make you laugh. I just didn't find it funny. That was my problem.
And that's fine. That's fine. But you'll still see it, won't you?
I think everyone.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see it.
I think everyone here, you know, if you have nostalgia for Ghostbusters, you're gonna see it, and even the haters are gonna go see. You know, even the haters are gonna go and spend their money and watch that movie. You know, I think it's gonna make a lot of money, regardless. Even if if it's a good movie, it's a bad movie, people are gonna go see it because it has the Ghostbusters name attached to it. I do like that the old Ghostbusters are somewhat involved in it. But we'll see. I mean, Paul Feig, he is the director, if I'm not mistaken, and he does make some pretty solid movies. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it is a worthwhile reboot, sequel, whatever you want to call it. It looks more of like a reboot from the trailers.
It's a reboot.
Yeah, it seems like it's a reboot. As much as they want to call it a sequel or whatever, it looks like a remake of the original. I mean, the way they base all of the female characters off of the original Ghostbusters. I mean, you could definitely tell on the trailer that they kind of based every single one off the original Ghostbusters. But I think it will be interesting. I mean, will it be good? I don't know. Am I excited for it? Not really, but hopefully.
What are you excited for?
What am I excited for? That's a great question.
I know.
I'm excited for a Mexican Ghostbuster. Like, can we break the racial stuff now?
You're robotic.
Johnny's going
like, why is it 3 white chicks in it? Like, come on.
I mean,
I think the movie's an alternate dimension, to be honest with you. I think it's going to end up being the same, like, it's going to be exactly Ghostbusters 1, just in another dimension, where it happens at the same time. It's going to be the same stuff happening, and I think at the end, we're going to see the original Ghostbusters as Ghostbusters, even though they're telling us that we're not. I think that's what's going to end up happening.
Interesting.
Did you guys already talk about 31?
We did. Were you not here for that?
Nah.
All right, yeah, all right. Let's hear your thought. Are you excited for 31? I asked what are your thoughts in general about Rob Zombie, and what's your favorite Rob Zombie horror movie, and what are your thoughts about 31?
I love Rob Zombie. Don't like. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I love him. I love his music. I love
Me
him.
too.
I don't know. I'm so excited for this movie. I feel like I've been waiting so freaking long for this damn 31 movie to come out, and I'm just ready to see it.
Oh my God! Is everybody okay?
Is Austin okay?
Austin, quit drinking so much. Pugsley knocked over the candle holder.
It was blowing so hard. She was wet.
Both of the huge candle holders, we have like really tall ones by our fireplace, and Pugsley just put his feet like 2 feet up.
Oh no!
It's because cats are assholes.
Oh wait, is Pugsley your new cat?
Yeah, and Wednesday, it's raining outside, and she's sitting in front of the open window, wet as shit, just letting the rain hit her. Like, what are her cats? I think they're not us.
Being a parent is hard.
Their names fit them well, and they try to kill each other, but they love each other. You know, it's like.
But yeah, Austin, what do you think? Are you excited for 31? What are your thoughts on Rob Zombie? What's your favorite Rob Zombie movie? What are your thoughts on 31?
I've enjoyed all of his movies except Lords of Salem.
Okay. I think we're all in agreement about that. I don't think anyone likes Lords of Salem.
And I've heard like there was issues with it and everything else behind the scenes or whatever, but
Yeah.
Definitely excited for 31. Like I've been looking
We've been
forward to
waiting
it.
for this forever.
Yeah, we got a bumper sticker because I think we threw like $5.
Yeah,
for
we
it or
like
something.
supported the.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was that a movie that was crowdfunded? I believe it was, right?
yeah.
So that's interesting.
I enjoy his movies, to be honest with you. Like Halloween and stuff, it was different, but I liked it. I really did.
We own all of them except the shitty one.
That's the only one.
Halloween 3.
But like we went to like his haunted houses, like all that shit. We love Rob Zombie. Yeah. Like
Very cool. For sure.
Like,
all right.
Move along. Since you already talked about it, we don't have to
we did. We talked about it earlier, but yeah, I like to get everyone's thoughts on it. So Amanda actually just asked this question, but I had it listed as well. What upcoming release are you most excited for? Anyone have one that pops in your head right away?
Conjuring 2 tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
Conjuring 2.
I don't know. Death House.
Death House.
Yeah.
What, Johnny?
Oh, I was saying Holidays on Blu-ray.
Holidays on Blu-ray. Okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing. I'm kind of excited for Lights Out, but I don't know how it's going to translate from a short film to a full-length feature. But we'll see how that goes.
Oh, The Purge! I love those movies. I'm really excited about the new one.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. I like the first 2 Purges. I actually like the sequel better than the original, which doesn't happen often. But,
me too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes.
Well, there's more to it. They're like out more instead of like just in a house. Like,
right,
yeah.
and the marketing for that movie is genius. Making it about kind of about politics.
Oh my gosh, right? So good, yeah.
I mean, just genius marketing from the people who made it. So
the Purge haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights was it wasn't a haunted house. It was
like a walkthrough. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a scare zone.
Oh, they had a house last year.
Oh, they did, yeah.
In Orlando, anyway.
I got killed by like a guy in a wheelchair. Amazing.
Also, Lou Diamond, I think, is coming out with a movie where he's playing Richard Ramirez. That I'm extremely excited about.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
Possibly the
He's like the perfect casting for Richard Ramirez.
Lou Diamond Phillips?
One actor.
Yeah, Lou Diamond.
Oh, no shit.
And I was thinking even James Duvall could play a
There's
decent.
other Lou Diamond.
He was in La Bamba, right? Did anyone ever see La Bamba?
Yeah.
Para
that's-
bailar la bamba que necesito una poca de gracia.
I love
Una
that movie.
It's the other Lou Diamond.
It's the other
Oh, it's the other Lou Diamond.
I'm excited to see The Shallows.
Oh yeah, The Shallows. Yeah, that does.
I don't know what that is.
That's like shark. That's the shark.
Is that who it's with?
That's the
I hope
shark movie. Yeah, Blake Lively is the shark movie.
I am not looking forward.
Oh, I love shark movies.
I do hope that Blake Lively gets eaten in that movie, though. But
Why?
I also want to see Don't Breathe.
Yes,
I don't know.
that looks pretty interesting too. I watched a movie actually that hasn't been released yet. Called
Shut your mouth.
shit. What's it called? Don't Awake or something like that. It was so bad.
Don't awake.
I can't remember what it was called. It was along those lines. It was
I
so
wanted
bad.
to be called Don't Awake. Did you awake today?
Don't
awake.
I'll tell you right now what it's called. It was.
Stay awake. This movie's so bad.
God, I can't remember what it was called. It was so bad though. Once I figure out the name of it, I'll figure it out. But all right, I guess we'll go with another.
Did you guys watch the Funhouse Massacre yet?
I
No.
watched it twice, actually.
It was good.
Oh, I thought it was fun. I
It's
liked it.
fun. I like fun
I
movies.
enjoyed it. I love the take that they took on the different types of, no spoiler, it's not a spoiler or anything, but there's like 5 different serial killers that are all taking over this fun house and they're murdering people live. They introduced them, how everybody else had their own style of killing and their own shtick kind of a thing. I loved the setting. But for me, it didn't really feel very horror
It's a
for
horror.
some reason. I don't know if it was.
They do list it as a horror comedy. So
No, and I get that. I get that feel that it has like a comedy feel, but it didn't feel like there was even in like the rich horror to it. It just kind of felt too clean and detached for some reason. I don't know. It was.
one thing that's about.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I said one thing upset me about it. Because I was looking forward to seeing a certain person in this film, and I don't want to say
And that would be
people don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah.
You got me.
I got you.
Like, what
And I am with you.
I know,
But
like,
it almost felt more like, yeah, it just felt a little bit too detached. Like there weren't enough visceral moments for me. But I enjoyed it. I watched it twice, so obviously I enjoyed it. I just wanted a bit more like visceral horror action to it. But it was fun. I definitely recommend to watch.
it made me laugh. I laugh.
I did too. Yeah, I like the guy who played Machete. So
Yeah.
That big one I'll definitely have to check out. We just got another great question though. Mika Romero bringing a lot of great questions tonight. She said, should horror movies be rated R in order to be great? Which is a pretty a question that seems to come out a lot. People say that most PG-13 horror movies are shitty. But what are your thoughts, everybody? Does a horror movie have to be rated R for it to be a good horror movie?
No.
Okay, Steve, you came out first. What do you think?
I love a good slasher and everything, but I think you can have a psychological horror film, and without making it R, at least the way the MPAA looks at a rated R film. I don't think the nudity is necessary. I don't think swearing is necessary. You don't have to have gore. I think you can have a psychological thriller that is scary just by what you don't see and what your mind makes up, filling in the blanks, and it doesn't need to be rated R. Although a good rated R film is good too.
That's the scariest thing there is, though. I feel like is what you don't see. Like I don't throw a bunch of gore in my face and a bunch of nudity and that's amazing. No.
Story is key.
Yeah, and
if your story's good, you're good. It's all about story. Everything else is secondary. I can't remember who said that.
But there needs to be those rated R and unrated because for us who crave that hardcore kill, that you can't put in a PG-13 movie. But
a Richard Ramirez movie could not be PG-13.
No. But I don't know. You can make a great movie that's PG-13.
Absolutely.
You don't. I mean.
Completely agree.
All right, Johnny.
I would have to totally agree with what they were saying right now. Is that there's certain types of movies that demand a certain rating, and others that don't, and that's where it really runs the gamut. I mean, I've equated my taste in horror all the way from Demons to The Witch, where you see literally fucking everything, and it's a blast, and craziness is going on at all times, to where you see next to nothing, and it's absolutely brilliant. I don't believe that. I think the problem with people is that they assume that a movie has to be R to be good. It doesn't have to be. It has to be whatever fits it. And certain films don't fit it. And the very best in horror, and this is going against what I'm saying about things like Demons, which I love, but the very best in horror doesn't necessarily have to be any rating because it's all about story and character. That's what it relies on.
Sure. Eric, did we go to Eric yet?
I agree. I don't really have anything else to add, but I think that the unseen can be just as scary as the seen. So you don't necessarily need gore and nudity and swearing if you have a psychological thriller.
All right, Eric's going robot mode again. But yeah, I don't have much to add honestly either. I think yes, you don't need to make. It doesn't need to be R-rated to be a good horror movie. You can make a really good PG-13 horror movie. With that being said, what is a PG-13 horror movie that sticks out in your mind that is good? One that sticks out in my mind, the first one that really popped in my mind was, maybe not everyone's favorite, but one that popped in my head first was Drag Me to Hell. I thought that was a really effective, good PG-13 horror movie. Anyone else have one that pops in your head as a good PG-13 horror movie?
I can't even think what's PG-13.
Yeah, I don't remember
ratings.
But I don't remember ratings, but I'm fairly certain The Gate was PG.
Well, yeah, I mean Poltergeist as well. PG is a PG horror movie.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, The Gate was a great, fun horror movie with some cool creature effects, things like that. Again, I don't remember.
It's tough to think of what was rated. I specifically remember Drag Me to Hell because I was concerned going in that it was PG-13 rated, and when I watched it, I was like, wow, that was really good for a PG-13 horror movie.
But you have to have those PG-13s for people to work their way. You can't just throw freaking martyr someone's damn face for their first. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to show your kids horror, you want those less aggressive in your face to build them up, So
absolutely.
Okay, Timmy. Today after preschool, we're gonna watch a Serbian film.
Right? You can't. You have to. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Human centipede.
Gather around, children. Gather around.
Ooh, Carol Strickland's Library of Horrors mentioned that Killer Clowns was PG-13.
Okay, yes.
Great film.
Hell yeah.
Amazing, yes.
Fuck yeah. That's a great movie. That's one. I mean, I think a bit. I mean, it's talked about a lot, but a bit underrated as far as a really fun horror movie.
And the more people like us talk about it, the more it spreads around.
Sure.
Yeah.
Miko Romero actually asked another question earlier that I saw. Which horror movie would do well with a prequel?
Which horror movie would do well with a prequel? Oof. I mean, prequels are tough.
Would it be cool to see a Sam origin story?
Sam origin story.
Nico Ramiro have a YouTube channel?
I have no
curious.
idea. I'm not sure about that. I don't know, Miko, if you do. Oh, someone just actually, yeah, Gerald just said Krampus. Krampus is PG-13, and Krampus was great.
No.
What else? Oh, does Wednesday like horror? We're asked. Allie and Austin, does your cat like horror?
They both will sit there and watch TV.
Yeah,
Earlier today, they both were sitting on the couch watching.
we make them watch the Addams Family every night before they go to bed. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Here's one that could use a prequel. Since it's on the subject of what we've been talking about all night, I would totally go deeper into the beginnings of the Firefly Clan. Let's get a House of a Thousand Corpses prequel. I would do that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great one. I would love to see some backstory on them because we really didn't get a lot of backstory on them. Maybe you know what would be great? A Dr. Satan.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I would love to see it. I would love to see a Dr. Satan backstory.
Devil's Rejects too. I heard something about that.
That they're gonna make another one?
Like, thrown out in the air, like rumor, but
I did hear rumors about that actually. Now that you mentioned that, they might make a, the Firefly family might be returning, which it would have to be a prequel, obviously, because spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it by now, they all die in Devil's Rejects.
That would be awesome to see.
Somehow they didn't die.
Or do they?
I mean, they took a lot of bullets at the end of that movie, so I don't know. I don't know how you would survive that, but hey.
Dr. Satan brings them back,
Vampires. Vampires are what would survive that, and that's why you need goddamn vampires on your side for Apocalypse.
Fuck the zombies.
Yes.
We're going back to that. No, but that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's
really
a really
is.
good one. I love those characters.
Someone said Skynet has taken over Eric because he sounds so robotic. Sorry, Eric.
Skynet can't take over me.
Someone asked for a Blair Witch prequel, and yes, that is a great one. A Blair Witch prequel would be great. I would love to see the backstory of the Blair Witch.
You think we'll ever see the Blair Witch again in any form, whether it's a remake or a reboot or a sequel? Or
I would love to, but I don't know. It's been so long now. Who knows at this point? The sequel failed so miserably, and it's actually that was a question someone asked. What is a guilty pleasure movie? And honestly, Blair Witch 2 is a guilty pleasure movie of mine. I did not think it was as bad as everyone made it out to be. Maybe because I have a soft spot for the Blair Witch, so I actually I actually kind of like the Blair Witch sequel. But I would love to see.
I've watched it too many times, actually.
Yeah,
I love the Blair Witch, just like the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Like that is a movie I watched with my, stepdad at a young age.
Going back to the
over
childhood.
and over. Like I love that movie, so of course I watched the sequel many times.
I watched it quite a lot. It has a lot of nostalgia for me. I watched it at a pretty. I loved the Blair Witch as a kid, and then the sequel I watched a lot, and it has a soft spot for me, even though I know it's not a great movie. But I would love to see a backstory of the actual Blair Witch, which actually they actually made a book about kind of the backstory of the Blair Witch that I read, and it was pretty damn interesting. And I would love to see a backstory of the Blair Witch. So for sure, whoever brought that up in the chat there, would love to see a prequel of the Blair Witch.
That was definitely one.
I gotta call it a night. I gotta see
Johnny.
Good night.
Johnny's tired. Good night, Johnny.
It's been great hanging out with y'all.
For sure.
It's Friday night.
Hopefully
Wake
you
up.
can join. Hopefully you can join in on another one.
I definitely will. Yes.
All right. I'm planning on doing this.
a full day. I have a full date day tomorrow, so I gotta
very
get
nice.
rested.
All right, get well rested. It is. Yep.
And before I go, I will say, worship the pizzagram. No, the Babadook should not have a sequel. That's
No.
and I love y'all. Deuces. Catch you later.
Bye.
Whoa, Johnny. Good night.
Stealing Mander's outro.
With Johnny leaving, I will say there is an opening now for if anyone else would like to join in. That is in the chat. We can let you jump in here. It's always nice to get new guests, fresh blood in here.
That's why the Blair Witch is so great, is because it's the unknown. Like, you are left on what, like, that
creeped me
scene
out.
of
Oh yeah.
the corner and like, oh my gosh, like,
Goosebumps.
yeah,
That shit gave me goosebumps.
the unknown.
Yeah.
That's the bet. Like, I love it.
I still have not seen the Blair Witch Project.
You haven't seen the Blair Witch Project? What? Get out of here.
Shut up! You are lying.
Oh my god.
The funny thing is, back when it came out in theaters, I was gonna go see it with my neighbors, and I got home to tell my mom I was going to the movies, and she was sitting on the floor crying because the puppy we had was going absolutely fucking bonkers. And so I was like, okay, fine, I'm not going to the movies, I'm helping with the puppy. So that's why I never saw the Blair Witch Project.
Well, don't make me feel like a terrible person.
All right, now you feel like I need to tell you. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
I will watch it within the next 24 hours, I promise.
Better.
It's a good movie. It really is. It creeps the hell out of me, man.
But I do laugh every time. I'm not gonna say.
Nope.
Hold on. Wait, kidding.
Wow.
Say it after. I almost slipped. Almost.
I'm drinking way too much beer tonight.
I've been drinking for a long time. I'm like ready to fall asleep.
Every time I go to get beer, I get 3 at a time.
Oh my god.
I keep having to leave to make a drink, but
That's why I'm getting 3 at a time. Come on,
Yeah.
Joe, plan ahead.
Out
if
of
I don't have beer, I have rum and coke. I guess I could put the whole handle of rum in front of me, but
Here's a question for you guys. Speaking of Blair Witch, without actually saying what it is, which horror movies you feel had the biggest impact at the end, where you were like shaken up or you were freaked out?
it's a great question.
Like for me, I'll go the 2 of them that come to mind, other than the Blair Witch, which really freaked me out, was The Mist and what was the other one I was thinking of?
The Mist was like the worst movie ever.
No!
Yeah, but that ending though. Oh, and Saw.
Why
Saw.
I like the Mist. I like the Mist.
That was such
American Psycho. American Psycho fucking blew my mind. And I'm like, what the fuck's going? Like,
Yeah.
wait,
When
what?
you first, when you first watched
Had
it,
to
you were
rewatch it
"What?"
like 6 times,
Yeah.
and then love that movie. Definitely blew my mind.
Awesome movie.
That's a great question. Obviously, like a shocking ending type movie.
Yeah, Saw did the same thing for me. Like my heart stopped when the ending revealed itself.
Yeah, for sure.
I did not see it coming at all.
Yeah.
Wait, he just did what the entire movie and
Yeah.
The Visit as well.
I would not have the patience to do that.
No, but
For the
you find out in the sequels, didn't he injected something in him to make him like really still?
Yeah. I would not have the balls to inject myself with something like that.
That's a great question. I mean, Blair Witch, the first time I saw her, it kind of left me with a chilling feeling for sure. Other than that, you know what actually left me pretty chill was Session 9. If you haven't seen Session 9, that movie was pretty chill. The ending was pretty chilling.
I love the end of the movie.
Someone said Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh yeah.
Who said that?
Miko Romero, who's been great all night. Really, she's been really doing some good stuff in the chat. Oh, it's Jessica Lance at Sleepaway Camp. That was a great
Yeah,
episode.
that is
Who the fuck saw that coming?
Right.
the best thing ever. Like,
I totally knew that was coming. That was.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not. You're lying.
Oh my god.
Sleepaway Camp was a great one. Someone mentioned The Visit had a good ending.
I think the Visit just had a good twist, like that little.
The twist.
The end was the kid rapping. That's not.
Right.
Yeah, the twist was good, but the whole movie in general, I wasn't.
Well, yeah, that end shocked me. Let me tell you, that rapping. Woo!
All right.
Oh, it was so cringeworthy. I fucking hated that kid.
Oh God, yeah.
Cool. See.
No,
I will
fuck
be-
no.
I will be truly shocked when a movie ends and I like it, and the director was M. Night Shyamalan.
You didn't like The Sixth Sense, though. I mean, The Sixth Sense was good. The Sixth Sense shocked me.
So good.
The only M. Night Shyamalan movie that I actually really like is Unbreakable.
Yeah, that ending was good.
That was good.
Unbreakable was good. That had a good ending too, actually.
Yeah.
Signs killed it, you know.
Signs is the shit, man.
I like Signs. I like Signs too.
I have a special place for Signs.
I like Signs, even though it makes no sense that the aliens would come to a world that's like 85% water.
Yes.
And they got trapped by a closet. A closet stopped the alien. They came from outer space to a planet full of water, and they put in the closet. And he's like, oh, I can't get out. I'm done. That's it.
I mean, shit, we leave glasses of water all over our fucking house. Let me tell you. Gotta stay safe. Stay safe.
And you have cats to push the water off the counter.
Yeah.
and for some reason, M. Night's character knew that they didn't like water too. He's like, I don't think they like water very much.
Right.
We got the baseball bat hanging, you know, ready to go. The fuck was that?
Holy shit.
We can be killed by water, yet we're going to go to a planet that it rains.
Right.
That's a fucking great idea.
Yeah, once it rains, they're all fucking dead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh shit, the sprinklers that are on a timer came on, we're fucked.
Oh, someone, Lilith Morning said the ending to Drag Me to Hell was awesome. That was a good ending.
Yeah, that was cool.
That one was pretty cool.
Mars Attacks, the country music, great fucking ending.
Yeah. And you find out Jack Nicholson's playing two characters.
I mean,
at
come
the end.
on,
It's like,
blows your mind.
what the
Blows your mind.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Okay, if you haven't seen Mars Attacks by now, what have you?
Yeah. I mean, Mars is everyone. Who hasn't seen Mars?
Like the Blair Witch. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Someone said Daryl Strickland said The Devil. I don't honestly remember the ending.
That's the one in the.
That was an M. Night Shyamalan movie too.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I remember that movie being decent, but I don't specifically remember how it ended.
I don't either.
I'm so horrible about remembering movies in general.
Yeah.
Like,
There's so many. Many.
What about Cabin in the Woods?
Cabin in the Woods? Yeah, fuck yeah. The ending to Cabin in the Woods is amazing. It just goes off the rails. Everything. It's so cool.
I remember watching The Village.
I didn't know. I wasn't a big fan of The Village.
As soon as she ran into the wall, I was like, "What the fuck?"
I instantly got mad once I found out the monsters were fake. I just got so mad.
Actually, as soon as the blind girl that had never been in the woods was sprinting through the woods, jumping over logs, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, is The Happening? Is that in Night Shyamalan?
Oh, that was so bad. Yeah.
I hate that movie.
Sucked.
Mark, what are you doing?
Oh my god, terrible.
The best part of that movie was when the dude goes into the lion's den and the lion eats him or whatever. That part was awesome, but other than that movie sucked.
Yeah, the best part was when people killed themselves. Yeah.
It's the trees are killing us.
Right?
What?
Okay, I've got a topic for everybody. What does everybody think of the Screen TV show?
Cool.
Since the second season just started.
Sure. That's a great question. I know Allie watched it. I don't know if does Austin watch it too?
Never seen any episode of it. Not that I won't, I just haven't. don't have a huge desire.
I
to.
love it. I think it's fun. I don't know, but I also
I'll
like
watch it
Scream
eventually.
Queens. So.
Okay, I know Amanda watched it too. Amanda, what's your thoughts?
I mean, it was really corny and not that good, but I couldn't stop watching.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like Scream.
all, but
It was kind of like Scream Queens. You can't take it too seriously. It's an MTV slasher series.
MTV is awful.
I haven't given it a try. I tried to watch the first like 10, 15 minutes of the first episode, and I was like, this show wasn't made for me. So I just kind of
that's
stopped
how I
watching
was
it.
too. And then I watched it again, and it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't-
It seemed like it was just made for a newer generation, and just.
Yeah, I won't argue with
Fucking
that.
old, man. You know?
We're all old,
Yeah, we're old fucks, and we're all getting old.
especially symbiotic.
Everybody that's in their 20s can just shut the fuck up.
I'm in the last year of my 20s. Is that?
I think I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah, I think Amanda's the baby.
I'm 26.
When will you be 27?
9/11.
You're right before me. You turned 27 right before I turned 27.
Are we
Who's the baby?
I'm Austin's the baby. He's December 6th,
Austin's the baby.
and he'll be 27. I'm September 25th, and I'll be 27.
Oh my gosh, we need to have like a birthday hangout.
But our birthdays are so close. I didn't know that.
We're like twins.
Hell yeah.
God damn it, where's Johnny? I need some old backup here.
Yeah.
I'm right here. dude.
Steve, yeah, Steve.
I'm in
Steve's
my
old.
30s.
Yes, finally. Cheers to Steve.
Yes.
So let's get into, I guess, a different topic here.
Vegas. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Well, we can talk about Texas Frightmare weekend for next year.
Woo, Texas
I think
Frightmare.
is everyone planning on coming? That's in the chat.
Yes.
No. Screw you guys.
Are you gonna make it, Eric?
I will come
I'm-
get you, baggy.
I'm still going, and I'm not missing hotel reservations.
No.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I mean,
Eric,
I
Hopefully-
don't currently have a job. I don't currently have a job though, so I'm kind of
don't you
fucked in
think
that.
you'll have a job by 2017?
You never know in this economy.
Yeah, trust me, I do know. I do
you're gonna
know.
make money selling shit, Eric. You make money off
we could end up with Trump as president, and all
Don't say
hell can
that.
break loose.
No.
Actually, then I could get a job building a wall. So
Yes.
So what? As a newbie going to Texas Frightmare,
Sure.
what should I know other than I have to book my hotel on August 6th?
Book your hotel. Yeah, book your hotel the day that you can book it.
opens?
Well, I
They
don't
sell
know.
out.
There
they
ain't
sell
nothing wrong with a
super
free
fast.
hotel room. Am I right, guys?
Book your flight very early because I got my flight dirt cheap last year. I booked it like 7 months in advance, and I only paid like $300 round trip.
Damn.
Oh, damn,
So,
that's good.
yeah, I got a really So book your flight very early if you can.
Get the tickets to the con itself as soon as possible, too, because they keep going up in
Yeah,
price. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
by much. They
Yeah.
only go up by, like, $5. Like,
yeah. The earlier you can buy your tickets, the better to save you a few bucks for sure. Other than that, that's all you really need to know. Once you get to the con, it's like any other con.
Is it just Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, or is it all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's Friday
Friday
night.
evening.
Friday night, okay.
It starts like Friday at like 5 o'clock or something like that. And then
there's
It's-
screenings. There's, like, screenings and stuff normally, too, like,
Yeah.
on Thursday and stuff if you want to go, like, a day or two early.
right. I might go a day early next year because last year they had the Scream screening the day early with Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich.
It was so fun. That was so fucking
The
fun.
other thing I've noticed too, it seems like Friday's a lot less busy. So like
Yes.
Friday. Yeah, get your autographs.
Get your autographs Friday or Sunday, because Saturday is ridiculously busy.
And if there's a big name you want, go there first because their lines get ridiculous. Like George Romero was out the door. We saw him in
Robert Englund was
Robert
ridiculous.
Englund, yeah,
Englund was
like Mander
outrageous.
waited, a long time. I know that.
Yeah, so
worth
if there's
it.
somebody
Or
you
just-
want, make sure you get in
Or
line.
just hang out in the bar afterwards, like Christina, and get to spend a couple
Yeah.
hours with Robert Englund.
Right, yeah. That's the best part about Texas Frightmare is because all the celebrities stay at the hotel too. So they just like kind of walk, like, you know, they were like walking by us all weekend. You know, like I was sitting at the bar, David Arquette sat next to me. I was outside, and Lance Henriksen was just smoking right next to me. I mean, they just like.
Monster. I watched George Romero throw something off
Yeah.
the balcony. I'm
Right.
like,
That's the coolest part about Texas Frightmare Weekend is that once the con ends, the celebrities are just kind of like randomly walking around. You know, like Kane Hodder pushed Austin at that one point. We were just walking by.
So cool. I'm so jealous.
Right. And we ran that night. What was that? Saturday night when we went to karaoke. Dick Warlock and Kane Hodder walked right by us, and you got the pictures with Amanda.
Oh yeah, I was intoxicated and I don't really remember any of that. But that was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all you really need to know, Steve. Just book everything really early.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe get there if you want to go a day early. They do some special screenings on the Thursday before the con. Is VIP ticket worth it? It depends how many
Autographs you want.
It
Yeah.
depends how many
I don't know
autographs
what
you want.
VIP, like free stuff or whatever.
You get like free with the VIP. You get like you get a goodie bag and you get like 5 line skips. And
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do VIP just because I want that goodie bag stuff.
It depends. I mean, the VIP is pretty expensive, so I mean, it depends.
I don't care.
It depends if it's worth it to you or not.
The only reason I would want it is just to walk by everybody and be like, "Boom, bitches!"
Yeah.
If I'm standing in line.
Yeah, you get
what they do is like there's a line, and they'll legit just like if you have a VIP, they'll just put you in a spot like a little up in the line.
Yeah.
Automatically get like.
I was in line for what's his face,
And they
Robert England, and they kept like putting people in front of me. It was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
Awesome.
so yeah, you'll have a good time, man, for sure. I mean, we'll all be. I mean, I think everyone's planning on going. It's gonna be a lot.
Not very much fun.
It's going to be a lot.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a lot bigger this year with people that are going, so I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait.
I remember like Joe kept whispering to me like I'm really buzzed right now. He kept whispering that to me.
I did. I was drunk like and so.
No, there was a guy.
I'm really buzzed right now.
Yeah, he kept saying that. I'm really buzzed right now.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna need another 3 beers.
Yes.
I was trying to like
Awesome.
talk to Mander, like the speaker was right there, and Mander literally she just turned to this guy and she's all, "What? I can't hear you!" And then turned back to the guy singing and was just like.
I had like the best time ever. I was like by myself the entire time at the like front of the stage, just jamming.
I swear, we sang "Put on Red Light." We sang like that whole song, and I didn't know how many times they said that, repeated it in that song. Yeah,
You
like
guys
all
look
the
so
time. Put on a red light.
You guys look so cool with David Arquette. Like so cool.
So
You guys had the
cool.
whole
You guys,
stage.
that was so.
No,
nice.
you guys look so cool.
You did.
I know. I don't know. You guys were just like nodding your heads, and I'm like, oh my god, they are so cool.
I can't wait for next. That was the best night ever.
That was so much.
It was amazing.
It's gonna be tough to top last year, honestly.
Oh, that night. It was just.
Yeah.
I know. It was so much fun.
David Arquette, come back! TFW 2017.
I met him. I got his autograph after we sang with him, like the day after, and he remembered us.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so, he better.
Yeah, I know, right? But he was so hammered.
Yeah.
Not.
He was very drunk.
I
So
was like.
was Rose McGowan.
I know.
Rose McGowan was hammered too.
They were so cool, though.
Oh, they were awesome.
David Arquette was so fucking hammered.
Oh yeah.
I know. You can tell, like, his eyes are like.
You can tell how shit-faced he was. Yeah.
You could tell by the way he was singing.
It's all about the love, motherfucker.
Can you tell how fucking hammered we all were?
Yeah, right?
What are you talking about? I was sober.
Yeah, what's wrong with being hammered?
Nothing. Ain't
Me
nothing
and
wrong with that.
Pennywise.
I decided to
Pennywise
grab.
was like my homie.
Yeah, Austin was all about his shoes. You definitely were.
I had him 3 times.
Your fucking shoes! Your shoes!
Dude,
And
it's
he would
crazy.
point at you every time, like, yep.
If you haven't seen it, they were like Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, and they're awesome. Like bands, though. They're cool.
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck.
Yeah, next year we're bringing some shot glasses with us. Don't worry.
I got the one from this year. I got the one we all did shots on.
That would be the one.
Backlash.
We
Wait,
passed
no.
it around.
I'll bring it. I'm gonna bring it next year.
I think we ran out of chasers at one point.
Yeah, we had no chasers, and everyone had to take a shot individually. It was like,
Yep.
like
We passed around.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one thing that that's the one.
How's that?
Hey, right here. I got the one we all did shots on.
Backlash.
Oh God.
We
I'll bring it. I'll bring it next year.
Yeah, we
On
had no
the feed.
chasers. Everyone had to take a shot individually. It was like,
Joseph, past the feed.
I have a question.
Oh God. He's
I
gone.
just need a little clarification. What's a chaser? I don't know what that is. I mean, is that something that like new drinkers use or?
On the feed.
There we go. There we go.
No,
All right, guys.
You're still going
I'm
crazy.
in. Took me a while, but
Hey.
He's gone.
Need a little.
there we go.
Oh God. Do you have a pause, Joseph? Oh wait.
Hey.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my God. We're lagging.
Yeah, there
Everyone
we go.
coming to Vegas.
I think we're
Do
good
it.
now.
Yeah, we're good.
Vegas.
I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try. I just got one thing I gotta pay, and that's over $1,000.
No,
Yeah.
it's a yes or a no.
Huh?
It's a yes or a no.
Yeah. Let me try. I'm really gonna try. I really am.
That's a yes.
I really am. So.
someone.
You gotta bring Nick with
I'll
you.
see y'all next year.
You gotta bring Nick with you.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Next year at Frightmare, Nick's coming back with a couple of our other friends.
I'll
So
go.
y'all, I think y'all remember the box I sent Johnny with the 2 books. The writer of those 2 books, he's coming with us.
Nice.
Miko Romero said this looks like a scene from Unfriended.
I know, and then Carlos said without the blue hair, and I was literally gonna say I'll go grab my blue hair real quick.
I wish that I still had a job because I could show creepy video of my coworker inside, clueless that I was filming him.
I just love the
Creeper.
That was great. Like, I felt like I was watching a movie for a minute. It was like, oh, this fool's about to die. He's gonna kill him.
I think the best part is I told him all of that. So he knows that I was talking about killing him.
Worship the
So-
Pizzagram said all of your vlogs for TFW were amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And then
Mine, I think, was the longest out of everyone's. But, like, I had, like, 40 minutes of the karaoke night because I was so drunk and I just kept recording, like, everything that night.
Oh man, that night was amazing.
That
Did
was
anyone-
beyond, that was, like, one of the drunkest nights of my life.
Not me. I was sober.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah, from the get-go.
We didn't go to bed till, like, fucking 4:30 in the morning. After that
like
night.
5 o'clock in the damn morning. It was
I
like,
remember waking up, I was so hungover. Oh my god.
Not me.
fucking chocolate cake at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
We like
Oh,
really
yeah.
ate so much food
Jeez.
at 5 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
not
Allie,
missing
in,
this.
in all the years I've gone there, I've never been to that one section because I don't drink coffee, so I don't know that little area. I didn't know there was food, so for 3 years I never knew that.
We didn't know. We went searching all the way to the airport. We came
Yeah, we-
home. Oh my god, it's right fucking here. There's food.
Yeah, in the 3 years prior, I never knew that.
All night.
Wait.
All night you can get food. I'm
Yeah.
so excited about that. Like,
And coffee.
Yes, I
Stephen
hope,
Harris,
I hope the talk gets everyone excited and makes people want to come next year. Because we had an awesome group last year, but I would love to see it expand and a shitload more people come next year. And we just
Oh, I'm threatening Kara if she doesn't show up. I'm mailing boxes and boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch to her until she shows up.
Who's that?
Kara.
Kara?
Oh, Kara, yeah.
I wanted to fucking go this year.
Fuck yeah. I'll definitely be there. That was an amazing weekend. I cannot wait for next year.
It's a lot of work watching all of our vlogs. We all have very long vlogs.
We did. Our Texas Frightmare weekend vlogs are very long. We all went, most of it, we all like pretty much went over an hour. I feel like on them.
Oh yeah.
I will confess that I haven't watched any of the Texas Frightmare vlogs because I was depressed enough that weekend that I wasn't there that I wanted to shoot myself.
We missed you, man, for sure. We missed everyone that
Yeah,
didn't.
we missed everybody.
We missed everybody that didn't make it.
I think that Skylar Wolf might possibly be intoxicated, judging by the chat.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Why not?
I love vodka.
Drink it on up, Skylar Wolf. Fuck yeah.
I can't see it.
I'm getting there for sure. I'm
Not me.
I'm on beer 8.
I'm on drink something.
We're on like water bottle, like 50. Fucking
All right, I'll do another shot. Why not?
Ah, there's a shot glass.
I'll bring you guys the shot glasses. So.
Text
all
every
should
weekend
sign
shot
that.
glass.
We all need to like write on the bottom our name.
I'm bringing it. I'm bringing this next year. I told Amanda I'm gonna hang on to it and bring it to Text Frightmare. We're all gonna do a shot out of it again next year.
I'm counting on it.
If I can make it, I'll bring my Freddy shot glasses too.
Eric,
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
What do you mean if?
what do you mean?
What do you mean if? You're gonna
Yeah.
be there.
What's this if business?
If
Somebody's gonna kidnap him and bring him down.
Eric,
absolutely kidnap me. I would love if somebody would kidnap me and bring me down there.
if you don't want to fly, Eric, I'll drive down with you.
Driving's more expensive than flying, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it would be. Like I said, I mean, it only cost me like $300 to fly down round trip, and it probably. Well, if we split the cost of drive, it might not be too bad.
Hey Joe, I'm still gonna try and make it next year to Rock and Shop up there.
I'd love, yeah, that's
So-
awesome. It's not nearly as cool as Texas Frightmare, but it's still a really good horror con to go to. It's a lot of fun.
Start.
No, Rock and Shock is
So.
definitely
If you're-
way more in the realm of possibility.
If you're a metal fan too, the concerts are always
so-
really good too. I saw Danzig last year, and he fucking kicked ass. Rocker Chalk's a lot of fun. They haven't announced any guests yet, though. I'm excited.
Okay, I have to flashback memory. Okay, do you guys remember? I don't know if anyone watched my vlog, but do you remember the girl that was trying to get into the room next door?
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. From my room.
And I keep saying, "Are you sure you know them?"
I'm pretty sure.
I think. And it's like the greatest thing ever. You get to see
I
100
can't get
different
in
movies.
there.
God,
Yeah, because
so funny.
Eric War Man Cave like slams the door in her face and he's all, don't open that door anymore.
You guys are like so protective. Like, Manda, come back.
And every year,
The fact that that shot went right in that dude's eye was fucking hilarious. Like,
Eric needs to do that every year from now on.
I remember his name. His name was Chris.
and you went down to their room and you were all babysitting,
All of them.
babysitting me. She's like, I am, but I don't want to, but I am. It was the funniest shit.
Oh, it was such a good time. Are you sure you know them? Oh man.
That was so good. I can't wait for next year. It's gonna be amazing.
He needs to hurry up and
know.
get here.
I can't wait for Vegas. Oh no.
No. We are gonna have so much fun.
Miko Romero says all of you need to do drunk unboxings. I am absolutely down for drunk unboxings.
What you guys don't know is that I'm usually drunk anyway. Kidding.
I think the best unboxing or undoing of a box would be Amanda burning her Comic-Con box. I think that was one of the best
like the
videos
worst
that I
box
ever watched.
ever.
Hey, since we're talking a little bit about Texas Frightmare Weekend, what is like the ultimate guest you would like to see next year? Like, who is someone on your list that hasn't been there before that you would really like to see added for a celebrity?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
It's kind of hard because this year was pretty stacked.
This year was stacked.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt would be amazing. I don't think she would ever do a con though. I would hope so, but
Screw Jennifer Love Hewitt and bring Johnny Depp. Okay, let's just get real here.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, that would never happen, but that would be amazing.
Don't crush my dream.
What would you get him to sign?
What I'm hearing is that Lloyd is.
What would you get Johnny Depp to sign? What would you get Johnny Depp to sign if you met him?
My boobs.
Something inappropriate. I'm just kidding.
Something that could later get tattooed.
No, seriously though, what would you get him like to sign? Like,
No, probably legit, probably my arm or something, and get it tattooed.
yeah,
right
you get it
after.
tattooed. Okay.
That'd be cool.
What about memorabilia wise? What would you want him to like sign from a movie?
My baby boy.
Man.
Okay, when I first went into her bedroom, when we first met, she
Shut
had
up!
a poster.
I wrote that on Facebook. I just
like,
wrote this
guys,
on Facebook and said
It
it,
was like,
it
this
disappeared
big.
when we got our first apartment. Do you
can't
remember
see it
that?
all, but it was bigger than this.
What is happening?
That's probably what she'd have me sign.
So what exactly were you doing going into a
Yeah,
girl's
what
room?
is that mean?
It's gone. I don't know what. When we moved into our first townhouse, it disappeared somehow.
Somehow?
I blame Wednesday. Wednesday shredded.
I'm
gonna ask Steve. What do you? Since you're gonna be your first year at Texas Frightmare Weekend, like who would be like your ultimate guest to meet?
I mean, Johnny Depp would be cool just to get Nightmare on Elm Street signed. Just so I can get like that poster completed. But I'd really like to meet Tobin Bell. I love Saw, and he just never comes over here for the cons. So, and I'm actually meeting what's his name? Carrie Elves and Danny Glover at the Montreal Comic Con in July.
That would be awesome to get them to sign some solid stuff.
So I like Tobin Bell to be there. I have most of the other big ones, so that'd probably be my top. And Tony Todd for the remake.
You missed him this year. He was there this year.
Yeah, he tours a lot though, and he seems.
He does a lot of cons.
Yeah. Yeah, Tobin Bell's old. That's what worries me. That's why I want to meet him ASAP. Yeah.
I had the chance to meet him last year at Rock and Chalk. And, super nice guy.
Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins.
Oh,
Anthony Hopkins would be
Eric,
amazing.
got to get you to come. That's
Fuck yeah. Imagine what Anthony Hopkins would charge though. Like for
Yeah.
I would pay it. I would stand in that line for 3 days. Anthony Hopkins to sign a Hannibal mask.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
That'd be
I heard Lloyd is trying to top this year, next year. He's getting some big names.
I mean, my number one right now would be Tim Curry's definitely up there. To get him to sign something Pennywise would be fucking amazing.
He's gonna be in LA doing.
I know, I saw that. That's fucking awesome.
I want to go so bad.
I would pay whatever to get Tim Curry to sign like
It's
a
a
Pennywise item.
6-hour drive for us.
Yeah. It's not super rare, but I've never seen them at a con. Honestly, I would love to see some like the Blair Witch cast at a con to sign. I've never seen them at a con ever, so I would love to see like the Blair Witch cast, the original 3 Blair Witch cast, to like show up and sign. I'd love to get something signed by them.
Either last year or the year before.
I saw that they did Texas Frightmare. That's the only con I've ever seen them do, though. Like, I would love to see them do it.
On the flip side of that, too, who's like somebody that you guys have met that was like the pinnacle, the guy that you've always wanted to meet, or lady?
Sure. Robert Englund,
like
definitely. Robert Englund's definitely one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Englund, met him, and he was amazing.
What was the question?
Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell was amazing. Met Bruce Campbell. He was awesome.
Right.
People at Red Monster talking about Bruce Campbell and how he's like an asshole or something.
But he's not. He comes off as an asshole, but it's like an act. Like.
Only if you ask him about Maniac Cop 2.
That's the same with Doug Bradley. Like, he's not an asshole. He's just a man of few words. He doesn't talk like that, Like.
Yeah, Doug Bradley's just quiet, but like Bruce Campbell, like, is intentionally like wants to like comes off as an asshole, but you can tell it's like an act. Like he's really not an asshole, but it's just kind of like his character, like of being an asshole. He was super. When I met him, he was like super nice. He was but he plays like a character. Like he's like
sarcastic.
Super sarcastic, cocky, like character, that's just like kind of how he is. I met Brad Dourif. He was like pretty awesome. He was definitely like a pinnacle of someone I wanted to meet.
Who?
Brad Dourif, he voiced Chucky.
Yeah.
He was awesome, and he played Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson would be amazing.
Oh yeah,
that would be great.
I mean, you're getting into people that are never gonna do a con though.
Never.
You'll get. I mean, those are like A-list actors that will never do a con. Like
I would get Jack Nicholson to sign an axe for sure.
An axe?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
An axe.
For the axe that he chops the door down with, or chops a hole in the door with.
Oh fuck yeah, that would be awesome. I honestly, the first thing I thought about, I'd get him to sign something like Joker related from Batman.
He's got so many good movies. I love Jack.
Yeah, I mean, Shining would be epic too, though, for sure. But the first thing that came to mind, when I think of Jack Nicholson, I think of the Joker. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Even though The Shining was epic too, that would be epic too, for sure. Now that you mention it, I'd probably get him to sign an axe and something Joker related.
I think mine would be like Catherine Isabel, or like the entire cast of like The Craft or something like that. Like that would, oh my gosh.
The Craft. Not many of them do signings. Rachel Trusman has done some signings.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
she came through.
She was at Rock and Shock last year. I didn't meet her, but she had zero line. I kind of felt bad for her.
I hate that, man. You're like, fuck, should I give him the money?
Yeah, like-
man.
Yeah.
I want to meet her. I want to meet her.
Yeah, she was there, but she's really the only one I feel like that does cons out of the four of them. I mean, Nev Campbell's done a couple of cons now. She's one I definitely would love to meet. She did Texas Frightmare last year?
Yeah, that was her first con ever last year.
Since then, she's done like a couple cons, but yeah, I would love to meet her.
In the chat.
Yep.
In the chat, Pizza Power says, "Hey guys, I know this is super lame, but I want to thank you all for being so cool. I never thought that I'd make friends through YouTube. I have friends in real life, but they're not into horror."
Hell yeah, for sure.
Thank you for being so freaking cool.
Thank you for being awesome and watching our videos and all that. I am the same way. The one thing I never thought, when I started a YouTube channel, the one thing I never thought was to make friends, and I've made quite a lot of friends. I just started a channel because I watched people's videos, and I was like, I can do this too. And, like, then I made legitimate friends, and it's been awesome.
And then actually getting,
I'm still working on mine. I'm still...
And then actually meeting those
like
people
that was just
in real life, is amazing.
And then planning like Vegas and getting this again, like I don't know, it's cool.
Right? Yeah, I've made lifelong friendships through YouTube, and now
finding your adoptive parents, even though they're almost 10 years younger than you.
Like having our long lost son that we've always wanted. It's just we're complete. We are complete.
What am I? Am I like the second cousin or something?
we're the distant family.
Stepchild.
We don't know who you are, though.
Have any?
I'm that little scrub at the bottom of the diagram, you know.
Have any of you been recognized outside of like an event for being on YouTube?
No, I've got like 400 subscribers.
No, I've only been the first time I ever got recognized was at Texas Frightmare Weekend by Gerald.
Yep. Yeah, but it was like people that already knew we were gonna be there, kind of. So it wasn't like a.
Yeah, I never got like randomly recognized.
Never been spotted in the wild.
Yeah. Have you, Steve?
Yeah, 3 times.
No way. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I got recognized at an airport. I got recognized at Halloween Horror Nights last year, and I was at a bar and someone was talking about my channel without knowing I was at the bar. And one of my friends told me, he's like, "I think they're talking about your channel," so I went over and.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are you talking about me?
Where's the Pizzagram said Christian Bale would be a good one.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Like I said,
I would get him to sign Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome. That's another A-list actor that you'll never see at a con.
Oh, hell no, yeah. Never.
And I know he's not everybody's favorite, but the lengths that he goes to for a role, like after, I think he did. Yeah, The Machinist. Yeah. I think he did that right after he did Batman. The amount of weight that he lost was
all that weight.
Ridiculous.
Did you see how sucked up he was in the? I think it was The Fighter. With Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Like plays
he plays a great tweaker in that movie.
Like, you're like, holy shit. Yeah. Impressive.
Lilith Morning said this is an awesome online family. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
As dysfunctional and drunk as we are. I only have 2 beers left. Fuck.
Like
I've been drinking like since like 2 or 3.
So dangerous words to Amanda, our last call.
What?
The most dangerous words to Amanda's what? Last call.
No, Amanda doesn't have such a thing as a last call.
She just goes into her veins.
I'm still hanging.
So actually, I actually have a topic, I guess, since we're talking about Texas Frightmare Weekend and meeting celebrities. Experiences meeting horror celebrities. Good experiences, bad experiences, favorite experiences. Let's go down the line here of some of your experiences meeting horror celebrities. Your favorite, your least favorite. Have you met assholes? Who was the nicest ones you met? Let's go with Amanda, because she seems the most into this right now.
Texas Frightmare was my first horror convention.
And how was it? How was your experience meeting celebrities? Was it awkward?
Good.
Did you think it was?
I was pretty hammered like the entire time, but everyone was really nice.
Did you find it awkward?
No.
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 And who was your favorite?
Wait, hold on. What's his name? Robert England. He knew where I lived.
That's creepy.
Yeah. I mean, I live in the middle of
Like he
nowhere,
knows.
and he knew me.
He was like, I've watched you while you sleep.
And Tony Todd said something about me wearing my sunglasses. Kane Hodder, I made fun of my friend's stuff because she spelled her friend's name out and it was Kim, K-I-M, and he was like judging me for like making fun of her. And who else did I meet? Oh, I met Kane Hodder when I was intoxicated too.
Yes,
and
you were.
I met.
Didn't you meet everybody that weekend when you were intoxicated?
I met everyone.
Took that picture.
I met Dick Warlock when I was sober and intoxicated. And his wife was really sweet. Yep, that's my story. Next.
All right, yeah, let's go with Steve. I know you've met a lot.
Yeah. I mean, right behind me you see my wall of horror fame, and it's all the people I've met in horror. Generally, horror people have been really, really nice. My best experience was probably with George A. Romero. I got to talk to him a good 20 minutes on my own, just one-on-one with him. So that was really, really cool. And we were bonding because his in-laws, which are shockingly still alive, live in my hometown. And the reason he was doing the con was so that he didn't have to spend time with his in-laws when his wife was visiting. And we were talking about like relationship with our in-laws, and it was just such a normal conversation. But I kept reminding myself that, holy shit, I'm having this conversation with George A. Romero, like the guy who practically put zombies on the map, and it's just so surreal. And my other thing was Amanda Weiss from Nightmare on Elm Street. She had one of those empty tables, and she would not let me go. She just kept like almost pulling me back so she could keep talking to me. It's just like, yeah, I got other stuff to do, you know. So, but they're all nice. The only like dickholes I've met were non-horror community, and that was Lou Ferrigno and William Shatner. Complete assholes. So.
Yeah.
What? William Shatner? No way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely yes way.
I can see that. He seems like the type who like doesn't even want to shake your hand.
Yeah, it's
two terms.
The thing that I take from that is George Romero's in-laws are still alive?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
I don't want to be alive at that age. No.
I saw a thing a couple months ago. The last person born in the 1800s is still alive. Fuck that. Kill me now. I don't want to live to be 117 years old. Get me to 55 and I'm good.
Yeah. 55.
All right. Who else am I? Oh, Allie and Austin.
Oh, well,
Celebrities?
you mentioned in the chat about Caroline Williams.
Oh, she was, yeah.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
She was awesome. She was so cool. And then, besides her, like a really good one was Cassier.
John Cassier was awesome.
Amazing. 2 days in a row, we sat there and talked to him. And then
Voice
also,
of the Crypt Keeper for anybody that doesn't know.
yeah, and then Sid was awesome. Such a nice guy.
Amazing. Derek Mears.
Derek Mears. I mean, everyone. The only one we came across, and he wasn't an asshole. He just didn't talk a lot. Was Doug Bradley. I mean, that's really. No, quit biting my arm.
And Henry Winkler too, like would not sit down. He was in front of his table talking to everybody. Like you're walking by and he's like, hey, you know, just nice guy.
Like like he was saying, everyone's that we came across.
It's kind of overwhelming because you don't expect it at all, but they're incredibly nice people across the board.
Yeah, I gotta say that 99% of our community is awesome, celebrity-wise, And
I almost feel like, why would you be doing something like that, meeting your fans and stuff, if you didn't give a shit?
Right.
Yeah.
The money's decent, but why not go get another movie or something?
Yeah, I mean, the majority of them are obviously they're there for the money, but they're, I feel like most of them have an appreciation for the fans.
A genuine appreciation, absolutely.
But you will get the assholes that'll be like, yeah, I'll have a line out the door waiting for my autograph. Each person's $50, so that's how much money in a weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, England isn't like that at all. He legitimately seems to care about all of his fans, and he has a fucking 3-hour line like every convention.
Yeah.
Jessica mentioned she wants to meet Rob and Sherry, and hell yeah. That would be awesome to meet them. That would be cool to have like a picture of Rob, Sherry, Sid, Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley was a cool
all of them. Like,
fuck yeah.
Imagine like a panel with all of them. That would be so rad.
I'm surprised Rob Zombie hasn't done many cons. I feel like he would definitely make a killing at cons, and I feel like he's not touring or in the studio or anything, I feel like he's the type that would do cons too. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like same with Eli Roth. I feel like he could do cons too and do pretty well.
Yeah, all these damn fangirls would be all over that shit.
I mean, I personally wouldn't meet him, but
all women.
I mean, I'm personally attracted to him.
Shut up.
Wait a minute. Lilith Morning said she once made out with Donnie Wahlberg. Is that true? Wait,
what?
Not relevant.
Lilith Morning said she made out with Donnie Wahlberg, like legit.
Wait, she did?
You can't leave us hanging. How was it?
That's what she said. Apparently, from New Kids on the Block. New Kids on the Block.
No, the other one.
No, Donnie Wahlberg from Wahlburgers.
Wahlburgers, yeah. That's fucking random.
He was in Saw. Come on. Saw 4 or 5?
He was like Saw 2.
Oh, 2? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I think he was later.
Yeah.
He was in 2 and 5.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, apparently Lilith got down and dirty with him.
When she was 14!
When she was 14.
Oh my god.
How old was she?
Oh god. And Jessica Lannon.
I touched Rob Zombie's
thigh, yeah.
That's my mom. Okay, my mom will forever talk about.
How high on the thigh did you go up?
Yeah.
Did you get a little hit? Maybe touch the tip? Did you touch the tip, maybe?
Just the tip.
There was a ball graze.
Little ball grazing, yeah.
Yeah, my mom was front row at Jane's Addiction, and Dave Navarro sweated on her, and she forever talks about that. I'm like, oh my god.
Lilith said it was right as New Kids on the Block was taken off.
That's crazy.
That's too funny. They were a local. Actually, they're from Massachusetts, so they were huge around here when my sisters were big into them when they first started out. I actually met Joey McIntyre when
I'm big into New Kids on
Black
the
was
Block
huge.
now.
They're big now. They actually got big now again, but like in the early '80s. I
The
was
cashews all as high as I could, Joe. As high as I could. Yes. That's amazing.
That is amazing. So I guess I have another question. I guess if people still want to keep answering questions here, I know we're all just
Absolutely.
we're kind of all shooting the shit at this point, but we got a question earlier, and you might not have things readily available, but someone wanted to know what is a favorite horror item that you own, if you have one readily available. Right.
I feel like those things that I like the most and hold precious are autographs, especially because most of them are personalized to us, you know, except the ones that we get in boxes. But that's something
Yeah, the autographs we've got. Yeah,
that's something I one could never sell because they have our names on them, and two,
What has Eric got? Eric's got something good. What is
I've got a Play Arts Kai Predator.
Oh, that looks
Ooh.
sick. That looks sick.
It's pretty sweet figure.
Like,
And then, of course, I've got my NECA Jason mask, which I'm about to add a second NECA Jason mask.
yeah, you son of a bitch, you.
Because I am the winner. So the second one is going to have a big machete, like a big.
That's the one I would have
mark out
gotten
of it.
too. That one was the most expensive one you could have gotten too.
I actually ended up getting that one from elsewhere because reasons.
That is the one to get for sure. My favorite, probably my Freddy autograph, along with Heather Lane Camp, Amanda Wiss, and Ronnie Blakely. They all signed one item together from the original Nightmare on Elm Street. That's definitely my favorite horror item.
Right.
I should say that my favorite horror item is my Lance Henriksen signed NECA figure that I won from Joe Manganero's Alien Dave Savoy on Facebook.
Hell yeah!
Join his group, Joe Manganero's.
Yes,
That was
if
an
you don't
excellent
remember,
plug.
Yeah. Right.
join. If you don't remember, join.
I think mine is the necklace you got me. That's personalized by Robert England.
Oh yeah, that thing's badass.
We got like a random note in it saying, "Have you ever ran into Mr. England at this like famous hotel that's here in Flagstaff? Because he comes here and like hangs out in the bar all the time." So that was really cool that they like took the time to like write a little note in for us because they saw where we lived and stuff. So I think that's my favorite.
Damn, that's cool. Did everyone answer?
I'm still trying to think of what mine would be because I have so many autographs from going to Frightmare all these years, but probably I got my Blu-ray copy of Creature from the Black Lagoon signed by Rico Browning and Julie Adams a couple of years ago. So,
That's sick.
I mean,
yeah,
definitely up there too.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sweet, Bat. Where did you get that?
I mean, this super awesome person made me damn cry in a video that's
actually,
not
I got something pretty awesome.
Can I just say that Ripped Apparel has a T-shirt that I think I might need today, and it's
do it.
It's dinosaurs.
Living Dead doll.
That's awesome.
Anyone remember the Dinosaurs TV show?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The one with the frying pan, not the mama.
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
That is an awesome T-shirt.
Oh, Pizza Power said she loves the pic of me and Manda at Texas Frightmare Weekend with the cast of Scream.
The Captain Spaulding, the Captain Spaulding Living Dead doll is amazing. Very awesome. And the Saw 5 script that had fake blood on it. What?
This is up there too. This is one of my newest purchases.
I don't see that.
It is quarter scale alien xenomorph. It is humongous.
Joe, you need to stop right now because you are not that far away from me, and I will come and take that stuff with you.
It is pretty damn. It is fucking humongous, and it is awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, it was not very cheap, but it is very fucking awesome. I got it for a great deal, so it's badass for sure.
I have to say one of my favorite horror items is the screenplay that I got from the Kickstarter that I backed for the Chair movie, and it's signed by a bunch of the cast, including Naomi Grossman, who played Pepper on American Horror Story, and it's signed by Zach Galligan, who played Billy in Gremlins, and Noah Hathaway, who it's not horror but played Atreyu on The Never-Ending Story, and it has Roddy Piper's signatures.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's probably one of my favorite horror collectibles too.
Sure. That's awesome. Amanda, what's your favorite?
I really don't even know what we're talking about. Our favorite what?
Your favorite horror collectible? Think alive?
I don't know. Why are you putting me on the spot like that?
We've been talking about it for the past like 20 minutes.
Well, I heard what you were talking about, but I didn't know what you were talking about. Hold on. Nah, pass. I don't know.
Pass. Okay. Let's go with another question. Actually, Steve mentioned this one earlier. Well, he mentioned it in the comments earlier. Well, not earlier, but the other day. The Amityville Horror House is for sale.
Oh my god, I would so live there.
And he wants to know, would you buy it?
Yeah, let's go halfway doing it.
If I had $800,000, I would buy it, absolutely.
You do.
But what would you do with it if you bought it? Would you live in it?
I would live in it.
Turn it into a museum?
I would live in it, and I would get roommates, and I would probably end up killing them.
What?
Oh my!
I would. If I was able to buy the house, I would live in it. Same with the Silence of the Lambs house, Wild Bill's house that was up for sale last year, I think. I would absolutely love to live in one of those houses.
Fuck yeah. Black Rose staff said we should all go there and start a reality show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be amazing.
I am down. That's in my state even, so that's not that far away.
That's like what that Zach did. Zach dude from Ghost whatever. Didn't he make some documentary? He bought like some haunted house or house that was supposed to be all.
I really have no idea what you're talking about.
So let's pool our resources. I don't have a job, so I don't have much to put in other than that's my state.
I would not have a job.
So if everybody else can come up with $800,000.
I got $5.
I mean, if I bought it, I would easily turn it into like a bed and breakfast.
What?
Think about the amount of money you would make.
Right, exactly.
I mean, if you turned the Amityville Horror House into a bed, because I'm from Massachusetts.
You are?
Yes. And someone bought the Lizzie Borden house and turned it into a bed and breakfast, and that it is like booked for months. And in October, it's booked for like the next years. But I mean, it's awesome there. Like the person that owns it makes a killing. It's the actual Lizzie Borden house where she committed the murders, and you can actually sleep in the house where the parents were hacked and slashed. And
That's
you
how
know,
the city is. The city that it's called Jerome that we went and did like these haunted tour things.
yeah,
But it was like all brothels and like stuff, and they turned all these like old haunted historic buildings into bed and breakfast. And
right. It's a great way to do. I mean, it's a great business. I mean, if you can own a piece of history like that, turn it into a bed and breakfast, and you can that's your career. You just host a bed and breakfast. So if I bought the Amityville Horror House, I would turn it into a bed and breakfast.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Even like the asylum, the old asylum in Jerome is like a bed and breakfast / restaurant.
Same with like the people that you and Austin, you guys went to the Texas Chainsaw House. They made that into like a cafe.
There's a cafe, and then like up top there's a little bar, but then all around it there's little cabins you can rent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on like a little resort.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. And someone just bought the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
the gas station.
the gas station, and it turned that into like a barbecue restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like a great idea.
Yeah, cabins up there too.
Don't tell me this stuff. I have good credit. I'm gonna do something stupid.
You should totally buy the Amityville house and turn it into a bed and breakfast.
Oh, if I had.
Childhood house of Jeffrey Dahmer is up for sale.
Wow, that's awesome too. Turn
Which
that
one?
into a bed and breakfast too.
Which one is that?
The Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood home.
That would be our bed and breakfast right there.
As soon as I made my money back, get the hell out, and it's my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Once you pay off the mortgage, be like, get the fuck out.
Let's morning mention the Goonies house too. Like whoever owns the Goonies house, like that'd be an awesome bed and breakfast too.
Yeah.
The ocean.
The view from that house alone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel bad for any privately owned, like any private citizen that owns one of those houses.
That's why
the Goonies house had that problem. Like they had people, like I think they had a problem with trash ending up around it. People would be going on their lawn to take pictures, and it was just out of control.
That's why the Amityville Horror House, that's why the owners are selling the house, because they're sick of people showing up to their house, like, wanting to see it, you know?
Right.
Well, shit.
You know what you're buying.
To me in front of the Nightmare on Elm Street house, someone lives in the house.
Yeah, right. I mean,
they probably
when you buy a house like that, you have to expect the fanfare. And stuff like. I mean, it comes with the package, you know.
Yeah, I feel as long as you're respecting them and knowing that they're listening, that's their house.
I mean, you were in the street. It's not like we were in their yard.
But yeah, like trashing somebody's place like that, leaving trash, or I don't know, knocking on the door, shit like that. Like,
but as a huge fan, like you don't do that shit. Like,
yeah.
Steph said in chat, the Breaking Bad house owners have asked people to
stop throwing pizzas on their roof. I heard about that. Yeah, people would throw pizzas on their roof, which is hilarious.
I would like line my roof with saran wrap and be like, sweet, thanks for the free pizza.
Be right back.
Ah, god damn it, I want the Amityville Horror House now. Anybody want to be business partners? Just saying. If I opened a bed and breakfast, I'd be like, I can offer a mean bagel with cream cheese. Lingo my ego.
I guess.
Hey guys.
Amanda.
Love you guys.
If you could pick one house, one fictional house to buy, or not necessarily fictional, but fictional or historical, which would you pick?
The mansion from House on Haunted Hill.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah, that's a good answer.
In a heartbeat, give me that house.
Yeah. I'm happy with you.
You guys can all move in. We'll all just fucking move in.
Dave Dragula said, "I want Mother Firefly's house." No way, the OJ Flywheel piece of land.
I want the Blair Witch cabin. That Blair Witch cabin out there. That's what I want.
Out in the woods like that? Oh my God.
I want the Overlook. I would take the Overlook Hotel.
Hell yeah. I want the storm. I'll just move into Pennywise the Storm Drain, you know. We'll
There
just
you go.
One of the Manson girls is up for parole. That's
You gonna ask her out?
absolutely.
Fireball. Oh my God. Is that what we took a shot night? Isn't that what we took a shot of?
Yeah.
What did we take a shot of?
Fireball.
Fireball.
Among many other things.
Rico Romero would take Dracula or Frankenstein's castle.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Ooh, the cabin from the Cabin in the Woods.
The cabin from Evil Dead.
I loved Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Camp Crystal Lake. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, take the whole thing.
What about that house from 13 Ghosts? That like all glass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
I wouldn't live there.
The murder house from American Horror Story.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you're terrifying.
He sounds like a demon.
Yeah. Who are you?
All you have to do is slow down your voice and
Stop
talk
it.
faster so it sounds like you're doing it.
Speaking of demons, you need to watch that, Aaron.
I want Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
That would be amazing.
That would be the creepiest house ever.
Right? I mean,
It would freak me out.
That would be awesome.
You'd wake up in the morning, there'd be like 50 Oompa Loompas standing around your bed breathing.
Eric, scaring me.
Stop it.
Scaring us.
Me.
that was a
Guys, I have a question.
Yep.
Zombies or vampires?
No.
That was 3 hours ago.
Thought I'd see. Oh, I'm reading the chat and somebody says Fireball is good stuff, and I agree.
It's good. My ball is empty now because I drank it all.
Chris,
that house from Crimson Peak. Oh my God, yes. That fucking house is beautiful.
Anybody say Adam's Family House?
Is it really, Allie? Is it really?
It is so beautiful, Amanda.
I would take.
How beautiful is it?
Yeah,
Um,
Cracker.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of work.
The attic.
It's a lot of work.
Salt.
Give me an old
The
creepy
Saw House?
Out in the fucking woods, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yes. Chris, yes, the Bates Motel.
Bates Motel would be awesome.
Yes.
I know Kara's talked about wanting to go there before the final season ends. Before they tear down the set, that would be awesome.
But that's in Kansas.
Hey,
Oh,
I have a question.
Sure.
Did you guys see?
Someone's ringing my doorbell. I'm scared.
It's me.
Oh, I hate it when people ring my doorbell or knock on my door.
The bell in the middle.
They
of
keep
the-
ringing. It's been ringing twice. I gotta go get it.
It's like
Oh
this
my
5
God.
times now.
Don't do it.
It's 1:30 in the morning.
Seriously.
If I don't come back,
Don't answer it.
it's been real.
I'll be right back.
Do you have a gun?
I'll be right back.
That's rule like number 4. You never say, I'll be right back. Watch it.
Who rings the doorbell?
Yeah, really.
The Creepers off the Strangers.
Yeah. That's a good movie. I like that movie.
Who does she ask for?
I don't know,
Like
but
animal-
her voice.
Don't say it. I know it. Tamara.
Is Tamara there?
Oh my god!
Yes, and her voice
Are
gives
you
me
kidding
the
me?
fucking feels.
Yeah.
Like,
Is Tamara there?
oh.
I'm alive.
Was it Tamara?
I think this guy cut Joe's skin off and's wearing it.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah.
Hey.
Hi. This is my wife's friend.
Best friend.
My wife's
Her best friend. I'm sorry.
My
wife's
wife's
best
best
friend.
friend. Eric, stop it.
They're very drunk.
I am not drunk. I'm intoxicated.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. I won't tell you. I won't tell them you're drunk. Okay.
We're really drunk.
They're really drunk.
I'm a lightweight.
Why do you have an
12 years and I'm drunk.
What?
Why do you have an
I have an Ethernet cord, so I know my connection's perfect during this stream.
I have like really bad heartburn. I've had like 27 drinks.
Hi, Joe's wife.
Yeah, they can see you.
Hi, wife and best friend.
I can't even hear you because I have my headphones in.
Oh, where are your headphones off?
They're saying hi. Oh wait,
Hi.
she has to put her ear.
Hi, wife and best friend.
Hi, Joe's
Hi,
wife.
best friend.
It's Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. I saw Danny. Is that Danny? No,
It's not Danny.
What?
They think you're Danny.
I'm not
Stop
Danny.
it. No, Amanda is not Danny.
Okay.
I'm Amanda.
Alright. Have fun.
And I'm not Danny.
They're very intoxicated.
I'm like losing my voice.
Where did it go?
They just keep laughing.
Ugh.
Oh,
Vegas, guys, Vegas.
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 We're gonna go to the Fright Dome. In case I was trying to think. I'm sorry.
Long is the Fright Dome with Fireball in our hands.
Hell yeah.
Worship the Instagram says, Joe was the man partying with 2 chicks. I can't even give a text back, bro.
What?
Oh my god, what am I doing? No. Okay.
Huh?
Okay. I hit play by accident.
I don't know what's happening.
Is Tamara there? I just want to hit this thing.
Camera there.
No, bitch, get out of here!
Okay. Amanda hasn't known what was going on all night, and then all of a sudden she's like, is Tamara there?
Should I eat
I
jelly
suddenly
bean?
like woke up. I'm sorry.
Joe, eat a black jelly bean.
A black one?
Yep.
For me, dog food was the absolute worst. Like,
It's brown.
that was rough. It tastes, yeah, that's the one. It's like pudding or dog food.
Should I eat it?
Yeah,
Should I
no.
eat it?
If you've seen my video, obviously I can't take any of the bad flavors except
Oh my god, Eric's video was the best.
It smells.
The best.
It doesn't have the smell. It's what? Bean boozle.
Why do you have those like candies?
Bang on the door. Like, I forgot.
Should I eat it?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna eat it.
Do it.
And remember, spitters are quitters, so you have to swallow.
Just chocolate.
There you go.
No, it's not.
I have a feeling that a chocolate jelly bean would be gross too.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Dog food.
My wife.
Hey Joe, are we gonna get tattoos in Vegas?
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna get Mander McFlander, and I'm gonna get Mango Joe.
Sure. I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's get YouTube tattoos. Just YouTube.
YouTube.com.
Yep. I don't want to.
/ Mander McFlander.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do another one. It's green.
Oh.
It's green.
Oh,
Boogers.
That's boogers. It's just
Boogers.
Oh, it's not
Booger hair?
grass clippings.
This booger.
Yep.
Takes you back to the childhood.
Childhood.
I never grew up.
5 minutes ago.
Another booger.
Popping out of the frame.
What is that face?
That tastes like booger.
Yeah, you know.
Has a
You would know,
booger.
Joe.
That tastes like a booger. It definitely isn't juicy pear. Ugh.
We've been on for over 3 hours now.
Ugh.
yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. That was just, ugh.
I'm
No.
just gonna get the logo of every channel I'm subscribed
That
to.
tastes like that. That did not taste good at all.
So, do we have any viewers right now who want to ask me a question?
Does anyone want to ask me?
No, man, nobody wants to ask you if you want to zombie.
Yes, I want to ask you, Kayla.
So, vampires or mermaids?
Friends. Which would you rather have for friends?
Tastes like boogers in my teeth.
Drunken Bean Boozle Challenge. Rudolph Morning said, eat a handful.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes.
No.
Do it.
I want to put those out like by the front door. Just fill up a bowl.
So when people
Yeah.
my brother,
Wow, let me do that for Halloween this year.
Yes, for Halloween, just get a bunch of Bean Boozled boxes.
just hand them out.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Swap out Jelly Belly boxes and get like shrink wrap. Shrink wrap them.
Fuck yeah.
Eric, what's wrong with your voice?
Sounds like a robot.
It's
I'm a
scaring.
demon.
It's like
I'm
not even a
evil.
demon. It's like words.
Can you hear me now?
You're not in possession. Like, I'm about to call a priest.
mid-possession.
Yeah, where's our priest?
I just don't
He's
know
just
it.
gonna shake your asses.
Gabe, grab my Ouija board. Let me try to communicate with him.
No, don't do that. Did you see the car?
Yeah.
I eat priest for
Batman?
breakfast.
There's a lot going on right now. I'm really confused.
He's coming from the future. Oh, from the
Further.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh,
I have way too many weapons scattered throughout my house.
What, like, why do you even have a knife ready for this?
So we all.
Why is there so many weapons here?
Mike, it's a machete. Get it right.
I don't have any weapons.
You call this a knife.
Like the tiniest. I got my razor.
My gun?
Grab my gun, babe. Grab my gun.
No, seriously.
What?
What?
Kayla?
It's
What?
Kayla.
Knives.
Stop it.
I'm good. I got the.
Kayla?
Trying to get like that butter film.
You guys are bad at programming.
I'm sitting in my living room and I've got 5 knives open. Like,
You never know who's gonna come through your front door, though.
yeah, dead person.
We'll call it.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Someone just randomly like started watching this and saw like.
Is anyone watching this?
There's 12 people.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
I can't believe there's still 12 people watching.
Because they're awesome.
We had like 30 at our peak, which is pretty good.
What are they saying?
Hang up on me again and I'll cut you like a fish.
That was good. That was.
Wait a second. Hold on.
This is probably one of my favorite weapons. And I traded baseball cards for this when I was like 13 years old.
That one almost looks like a K-bar kind of. Oh my god, goldfish are like the greatest thing ever.
We have no lives. We all have awesome lives because look what we're doing on Friday night. Hello.
Yes, we're also awesome.
Joe,
What?
I won 3 times at poker.
You won 3
and I've
times?
never played. I know, so crazy.
Good job.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
What?
Y'all need a class.
What?
Justin Burrow.
I know.
You were hot.
Why?
Extend your hands.
What?
There.
Air hug.
Are we hugging?
What?
Are you gonna
I think there's a magic trick.
It's 1:40 a.m. here too, so I think we're practicing.
Very bad. Yeah. No pizza? Yeah, there's pizza in there.
No, nobody wants pizza. Nobody wants buffalo chicken pizza. He wants
Oh fuck! I want
Buffalo chicken pizza sounds
Joey.
amazing.
What?
right?
From what? Why?
Nothing.
Oh, what about you?
I'm okay, Joe.
Okay. No.
Yes.
No.
I want babies.
Oh.
It's Halloween.
I want
It's Halloween. Look at
Start.
Soon.
Hollywood.
My baby's fine. Otherwise, I'm going.
Happy Halloween.
Are you getting picked up?
What?
We're just missing Johnny with his pizza onesie.
Are you trying? Yeah, I don't think you're alright to drive.
I'm okay.
I don't think you're alright to drive.
I'm okay. Joseph.
Okay, yeah.
7 minutes left.
What are you?
Okay.
Happening?
Uh-huh. No, alright. I gotta wrap it up pretty soon here. It's getting a little crazy over here.
Mander will just.
I don't even know exactly what's happening anymore.
Me neither.
But all right, let's. I guess we have been going for almost 4 hours, so I guess it is. Does anyone have any last comments before we wrap this up? I guess. I love how wild it's gotten.
What?
I love how crazy and wild it's gotten.
Said happy Halloween! Happy Halloween!
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. It has gotten. We were almost 4 hours in, so we're definitely gonna do this on a monthly basis. So I'm very happy that everyone joined me. Everyone that has joined, you're definitely welcome back for the next horror hangout, horror talk, whatever you want to call it. We'll be doing a lot more of these. So a big thank you to everyone that was in the chat. We had a lot of viewers tonight, so I really appreciate it. I appreciate Allie and Austin, Johnny and Morgan, Joseph Canales, Amanda McClander, Steve from Flip of the Nerd, and Eric Symbiokugi for everyone for joining me in this horror hangout. Like I said, we are going to do this on a monthly, 2 bi-monthly basis for sure. So definitely come and join in on the next one. We'll probably be doing the next one sometime in July. So definitely come and check that out. But once again, thank you to everyone that has joined us. And does everyone have last thoughts before we sign off?
That was awesome, man. Thanks for inviting me. It was really good.
Absolutely. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you once again.
Thank you for watching, too, everyone.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that watched. Thanks a lot, guys. Signing off. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye, guys. See you all real soon. Thanks for joining.
Bye, guys.